guys. Little impromptu live here. Who's all in the house? And how y'all doing? What you sipping on? What you working on? The usual jazz. Hey Maribel, how are you? Hey Teresa. Oh, hey Cammy, how are you? How are all of you? Hey Pixie, hello again. Long time no see. Coffee and working on a shawl. Awesome. Hey Debbie, how are you? Hey Zach. Listening as I shave. Good to know. Just don't cut yourself. Oh, thanks, Plants. I got a follower on Twitch. Appreciate it, hon. Sitting in ER with my daughter. Oh no, is she okay? What's up? What's up with your daughter? Hey, Suzanne. Susan. Keep mixing up Suzanne and Susan. Oh yeah, what happened? All I know is sitting in the ER is never fun, like ever. Too late, you cut your finger. Jeez Louise, Zach. Like a total accident waiting to happen all the time. Oh, she's having side effects. Oh, that sucks. Hope she's okay. Hallucinations and such. Wow. What the heck did they give her? Jeez Louise. Must be some strong meds if she's hallucinating. Holy smokes. So how's everyone else? What's everyone else working on? ADHD meds. Oh, okay. I take ADHD meds. I've never hallucinated. Wow. Maybe too strong for her size? I don't know. It's so weird. I've taken Ritalin and I've taken Vyvanse. Neither of those have given me hallucinations. That's craziness. Hey, Karen. How are you? Enough about me. What are you working on? Never too much about you, Teresa. I'm here to talk to you guys, not just like have a monologue, a Coco monologue. You're knitting on your sweater. Awesome, Pixie. Zach can hurt himself all the time. He doesn't need a good reason. Hey, Kim, how are you? Hey, Kim's doing good. I'm doing awesome. Let's see. And Teresa asked what I'm working on. Well, let's start with what I've somewhat finished. I'm doing like a 4-piece set, cowl, hat, ear warmer, and fingerless glove set. Now, Tori sent me some yarn. This yarn here is going to hang. It's Woolie's hand dyed. So I went through 2 hanks of it. So I should have enough to finish what I want to. I haven't woven in my ends yet. Yeah, so it's basically the cowl, and the rose on it is actually like a button with a buttonhole, and that kind of holds it together. Hard to do when it's not a mirror, but yeah. So don't mind the ends. I have not done that yet. So there's the cowl, and let's see here, and the matching hat. I'm gonna mess up my hair, but the matching hat. And I started on fingerless gloves, but I ran out of that hank, so I'm gonna have matching fingerless gloves and an ear warmer for the days that's not cold enough for a hat. So hopefully when I take this off, my hair won't be standing on end. Oh, Cammy seated you, Kimmy. Apparently Kimmy wants someone to give her jello. I'm sure she meant hello. Teresa digs it. I dig it too. If I can figure out how to get it off. Left is right, right is left. Does not help when you're trying to dress yourself or undress yourself. Thanks, Maribel. Thanks, Debbie. And anyone I missed. BYD raid. Thanks, Nana Michelle. Who's BYD? I should know this. I appreciate it, though. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Debbie, if I didn't thank you already. How you doing, Nana Michelle? Now my hair is all wonky, but you know what? Yeah. A couple more of these, I won't care. Oh, Mel. Okay. Appreciate the raid, Mel. Oh, not Mel. Me. Okay, bearded yarn dudes. Jeez, the exclamation on screen looks like an L. So I'm like, thanks, Mel. Duh. Thanks, David. Wow. And I've only had like 2 sips of cocktail, so just imagine where this is headed. Hey, Sandra. And so hi to Nana Michelle. Susan. Zizi, hello. Hey, Patsy. How are you? Hi. Hey. Thank you, Shell. Oh, did I miss Shell? Did Shell come in and I missed her? Hey, Shell. Or is that Nana Michelle? There's a lot of Michelles, so I never know. Okay, I'm going to assume Shell is Nana Michelle because I didn't see Shell come in. Late night is my clock wrong. Oh, is that what it went up as? I didn't bother setting anything, like as far as the title and stuff. I just hit go live. But yeah, I'm sure it's late night somewhere. It's like what, 7:30 here. So in the UK, it's after midnight. So it's late night somewhere. Alrighty, you lurk away, Debbie. I want to disturb your counting. It's very frustrating when you miscount. It's my clock wrong. Oh my god. You're hilarious, Sandra. Yeah, I forgot that sometimes it just takes your last post and like puts it up the same way. I am drinking my usual Beach Day Every Day Berry Beach. Again, if you're watching Berry Beach, not opposed to sponsorship. Beach Day Every Day Berry Beach. Super yum. And eventually it turns your mouth blue. Hey, Cohen. How are you, sweetie pie? Here's my littlest one, Cohen. Don't tell Nana I have cocktails, okay? Just ate an entire can of black olives. Wow. How big was the can? Hey, Suzanne. You're having wine. Cheers, Suze. Our little secret, Cohen. We used to make a drink for blue curacao. Looks like your drink. Boring beer, not fancy like you. Well, it's not fancy because I didn't mix it, but yeah, there's actually a friend of mine. He's passed now, but he used to bartend at a local bar, and he used to make something called Mark's Killer Kool-Aid. It used blue curacao, but it was purple, and I loved it. A, it tasted good, and B, it was purple, and I love purple, so it was awesome. But he gave me a rundown real quick of what was in it, but obviously I'd had a few Killer Kool-Aids, so I couldn't remember the next day what was in it. But I wish I knew because it was super good. What was in your drink, Nana Michelle? When I get back on my feet financially, I will have like some kind of, what do you call it? Not like drink mixing thing, but yeah, I'll try some new drinks and stuff when I go live or whatnot. Now I'm back to my diamond painting after getting in my jammies. I hope you're comfy cozy in your jammies, Zach. And don't drop your what do you call it? Your drills all over your bed again. All right, take care, sweetie pie. Thanks for coming. I love you. He's got better things to do than watch his mama. He's got some gaming to do. Hey, Inherited, how are you? Anything that has purple has to be good. Just drinking a beer tonight. I hear ya. But cheers anyway. I used to be a beer and beer only kind of gal, but then I found these and there's no turning back. You and me both, Zach. You and me both. Hey, Angela, how are you? My nickname growing up was Klutzy. So yeah, that's where I stand on. my there's a word, equilibrium, I think. I am on early. David was getting off, and I didn't foresee anyone else going on immediately. So I'm trying to like switch it up a little bit here and there so that other people can come by, and so it's not just like the night owls. Good Wednesday evening again. Good evening to you, Mark. So today is officially my podiversary, but I'm only having the party on Saturday, so more people can make it, and that's going to be early too. That's at noon Eastern. I'm so clumsy. I can fall up the steps sober. Oh, you me too. You and me both, Michelle. Oh my goodness, yeah. Story of my life. Yay, I got the word right. It is equilibrium. Thanks, Maribel. So, 1 year ago today, I uploaded my very first video, which was my yarn haul, my Michael's yarn haul. So if anyone is, wanting to upload but afraid to upload or make a video or whatnot, a yarn haul is the easiest thing to do because you don't have to look at the camera and talk about nothing. You're like showing stuff, and it's a great way to break into it. That's how I did it. It was a lot easier than just, talking to a camera for the first time with nobody else around. You feel like an idiot, but you get used to looking like an idiot after a while. Thanks, everyone. This is in August. Awesome. Well, happy belated. Your noon Eastern. I will have to crawl out of bed if I'm up. Well, I plan on making it like a pretty long one, so I mean, no hurry. I have a few things to give away, but I don't have like a bazillion things to give away as of yet. I have a few patterns. I'll probably give away. I'm hoping to release my infinity scarf before that, so I'll probably give away the actual infinity scarf that I made. So it's not a ton, but I will have a few giveaways because, like I said in David's, I don't want to reach out directly to anyone because there's been so many fundraisers and stuff, and people have been super generous, and I don't want to like put anyone on the spot or anything. So I'm not going to reach out directly and ask anyone for donations just because they've donated enough, But I'll give what I can. There will be a few games and stuff, and it should be fun. Thanks, Teresa. Thanks to everybody. So basically, Zach, you, me, and Nana Michelle should not get together, or it'll be like an adventure for sure. Yeah, so not sure exactly what games we're going to play, but we'll play some games. I'm kind of working it out. That's kind of why I'm doing it Saturday, not only so more people can come, but give me time to like plan stuff. Because I think was it yesterday I realized that today was my podiversary. I'm like, oh, schnut, I forgot. So I'm not very prepared today, so we're doing it on the Saturday. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? I'm saying hi to everybody. I don't see that ending well. Me either, Zach. All three of us will head home with like bumps and bruises and scratches and cuts. And that's the funniest thing. My best friend, we used to go to Toronto often because we have some friends out there too, and some local bands and stuff. We have friends in the local bands. But we'd be walking down the street, and we were fine if we were standing on certain sides of each other, walking down the sidewalk, because like you'd like drift off, when you had a few cocktails at a bar, but then we would always drift off in opposite directions. So if we were standing on the right side of each other, we'd like bump into each other and straighten each other out. But if ever we were on the opposite side, we just veer off in random directions. So we realized, okay, we have to stand on this side of each other, and then we'll be okay. Schnit, yeah. Yeah, I've been saying schnit for a while. It's one of my go-tos. Me too. Says Nana Michelle. The more I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, how did I get that bruise? For real, I have so many bruises. I have no idea how I got them. It's craziness. So I've heard a couple of people let me know what they're working on. What's everyone else working on? We had a few more people come in since I last asked. What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for. I relocated it, so now I have to reach way over there. Hey, Tank. Tankamo. How are you, sweetie? Zach says, I fell asleep with the remote next to me last night, and it was on the floor when I woke up. Yeah, that I can see. Definitely. But have you ever found the remote in the fridge? I have, thanks to Cohen, who was here earlier. Let's see, everyone's saying hi to everybody again. Hey, Ed, how are you? Nana Michelle is working on her bod butterfly effect shawl. We are. I went to Katrina. Awesome. That sounds amazing. Hey, Chris, how are you? I'm working on my new used phone. So I would save a little money. Still figuring it all out. All right. I'm always one for saving a buck, Merc. Good on you. Hey, Tammy. I just finished the pineapple shawl. Awesome. That sounds amazing. What did you use? And how are you? Kim is applying Color Street French manicure for the first time, watching tutorial. Awesome. Set my Google off. I set your Google off? How did I do that? I did my nails today too. Purple to match my purple shirt. Because maybe, I'm thinking, if I can clear this off tomorrow, maybe I'll do a tutorial of some sort to upload at some point, because I haven't done many videos lately, just live, so. It says I would have microwaved the milk carton many times that it actually fit. Oh my goodness. Hey Sharon, how are you? I'm saying hi to everybody again, which is awesome. I love that everyone gets along. So I showed what I was working on. I'm also working on, let me get that out of the way. Doesn't look like much yet, but I'm using like purple sparkle yarn. Can you tell I like purple? So it's gonna be off the shoulder-ish sweater eventually. But yeah, still got a ways to go. But yeah, so that's what that's gonna be. Hi. Penny, great, thanks. I use Bret Hart with Love Sparkle, I think it's called. Navy and silver. That's an awesome color combo. Must be beautiful. Oops. I'm trailing yarn everywhere. Thanks, Mark. I got quite a few more people. I can't remember how long ago that I show my hat and cowl thing. Thank you. Me too. I love purple. Casey says, Zach, maybe that goes also through your remote on the floor. They do. I did it on purpose and everything. There's a method to my madness. I just got to find a yummy cocktail that matches also, and we'll be all set. But I guess if it was purple, you wouldn't really see it against the purple shirt, so maybe it's good at standing. Making hooks. Awesome. Like what kind? Like 3D printed or that like clay stuff? No, Pixie, I toss and turn in my sleep. Yeah. I'll toss and turn a bit as I'm falling asleep, but once I'm asleep, I'm like, I do not move at all. Okay, so just in case, for those that didn't see it, because I've got quite a few more people than there were here before, I haven't woven in my ends yet, but I have this cowl, and the rose acts like a button to hold it together. Baked polymer. Okay. Hey, Nate. How are ya? So that's, wait, I didn't get all it. The camera is no substitute for a mirror. Let me just say that. Yeah, so okay, that goes. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. There we go. I think, yeah, there. So there's the cowl and the matching hat. I think it was on the other side last time, but whatever. You get the idea. And I'm currently working on fingerless gloves to match. I have like a tiny little rose on the wrist and just an ear warmer. So it's going to be a 4-piece pattern set when I'm done, when all said and done. So yeah. Great minds think alike. Oh, what did I miss? What Tammy say? Yeah, go back. Where are you, Tammy? I thought that dead. Go turn purple. Yeah, true enough. I thought about that too. You can always use purple food coloring. Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, great minds do think alike. Thanks, Chris. You see my little video I put up? Not yet, Nate. I've been busy trying to get my patterns out, but I will catch up on my YouTube people's videos over the next few days for sure. Thanks, Mark. Are you going to put little flowers on the sleeves of the fingerless gloves? Yeah, I'm going to put like, because they each have one large rose. I'm going to put like a small rose. I'm going to do like a strip of the blue and a small rose on the wrist. Yeah, it's my pattern. Well, I haven't written it yet, but going with the flow, and then I look back at it and write it up. So I still have a few patterns to write out. I have a few testers waiting on me. I thought so, Chris. And next on my agenda is I have extra of the cream latte cakes. I want to make like a shrug that's like cinched in the center with a rose with like a solid color, nice like ribbed. What do you call it? Shrug. Yeah. And cute little Aussie animals and Jeremy. Awesome. Definitely gonna look at that, Nate. Anybody? Super cute. Yes, I'm hoping it'll be super cute. And I made it with the yarn that Tori sent me. I have one hank left, which should be enough for the finish off the fingerless gloves. And what do you call it? The ear warmer. So it's Woolies hand dyed. She sent me 3 hanks of that. So that's what I'm making that with. Waiting to test. Yeah, Patsy's waiting patiently to test. When you're leaning to your right, your microphone picks up very clearly, although you're fine where you are. I lean to my right. Over here, yeah. I can move it closer. Better? I was trying to keep it somewhat off camera. Plus, because I'm clumsy, I like punch it and stuff when it's in the way. But I try to keep it a little closer. That better? And at some point, you might end up hearing stuff because the batteries are going to die in this eventually. I mean, it's not a big deal right now. Actually, you know what? I should take it off right now because I'm going to take it off and charge it because when I have people on panel, this mic tends to pick them up a bit. So I charge this so when I do have people on panel, it's nice and fully charged. So I can listen to what's going on, but you won't hear it repeated. Okay, that one. I'm good either way. Okay, cool. Because I also don't want to be too loud either. And I feel like if I'm talking right into the mic, I'm too loud sometimes, but I can hear what you hear. So if ever I'm too loud, just say, yo, Coco, chill the frick out, man. Oh, goodness. All right, so I'll let that charge for a little bit, and then I'll drop the link. I didn't, it wasn't pre-planned, so I didn't email my link out. So I'll drop my link to let some peeps up. I don't think it's going to be a super long live, but who knows? You never know. Anything goes on Coco in Coco's Cocktail Lounge. So outside of like crochet and stuff, what's everyone been up to? What's going on with y'all? Still working on, what was it, your knitted or crocheted parachute, Nate? So weird. Like the candle's going over there. You can see it flickering off my planner over there. A bit distracting. Oh, now that I pointed it out, it's stopping. My candle stopped flickering and knows. Coco has spoken. David says, well, I just learned what happens when you crochet while conducting a live with people on the panel. That's why I rarely crochet on my own lives. I'll crochet on other people's panels. It's not up to me to catch every comment, and I mean, I still try to catch comments and stuff, but it's not up to me to keep it going. So I'll crochet on other people's panels, but never on my own. Or at least, unless it's like a no-brainer, then yeah, then maybe I will, but generally I don't crochet on my lives. Which I guess is also contradictory, because it is cocktails and crochet, but I rarely do both together. I should rename my channel Cocktails or Crochet. I can't crochet on my lives either. I already have squirrel brain. Yeah, me too, Michelle. Definitely. For what? Like, I was feeling confident with my my knitted cable cardie that I was doing. I was feeling confident. I was even on someone else's live. So when it comes to knitting, I can't be anywhere on any live, whatever, doing it. I cabled too soon, and like it just sat in timeout for a really long time because I didn't know how to tink back a cable. So eventually I figured it out and kept going. Hey, Amy, just hanging out watching. Hope you had a good day. I did. How was your day, Amy? Thanks for being here. I also want to start doing some like mini Patreon member lives so I can play whatever music I want, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I upload an unlisted video, will I still get copyright strikes? Please let me know. I've even stopped playing music like around here because sometimes it does pick it up, and I don't know. Taking a diamond painting break. All right. Did you drop them again, Zach? Is that why you're taking a break? I forgot. Hang on. Gotta move this away a bit. Here, maybe if I put it up and there, I can work around under it. There we go. There. I have room under it to play around with my mouse. Nervous crocheting and just had to frog 7 rows. Oh no! Why? Oh, I was about to ask why you nervous crocheting, but yeah, now I remember now. Oh, good lord. I'm taking a snack break. Okay. Do you know about how long the wait is, Teresa? Sometimes the waits here are like ridiculous. Like I broke my ankle once, and I think I waited like overnight, like over 7 hours. Just like I saw triage within the hour, but to actually be seen by a doctor and get my X-rays and stuff was well over 7 hours. It was crazy, and I didn't crochet at the time, so I literally like had nothing to do but sit there and like stare at the wall. It was horrible. Coco supper, then off to work. Catch you on Saturday. Okie dokie, Tori. Have a good day at work. Let me see here. Let me bring up. Oops, bright light, bright light. Well, that's not what I wanted. Open Task Manager. I wanted my file folder. There it is. I completed. I finally finished my, what do you call it? My king size chevron blanket. I have a picture. I can't show you in real life because it's already in my bed and I've been sleeping with it for 2 days. I love it to death. Oh, how did I break? Oh, I just made you blue on my channel. Okie dokie, David. Good to know. Thanks. I broke my ankle. I was moving. I was wearing sneakers and I was about to get off the truck. And you know how like the truck, they have like a step and then the concrete, whatever. My shoelace, I had something in my arms. My shoelace had come undone and I was stepping on the lace with my other foot. And the one with the lace untied, I went to step down. Oops, I just kicked my soda over. I went to step down with the one that's untied, which I was obviously, because my other foot was on the lace, I was about to like smash my face on the ground head first. So to accommodate, I made the other leg come like quicker, and I didn't land right. I landed like sideways, and I heard it snap, and it was immediately like the solid size of like my thigh. It was horrible. But yeah, I have recovered. It wasn't fun, but yeah. So because I was in the middle of a move, unfortunately, like a lot of the move was left up to other people after that. But yeah, so I feel bad for everybody. But it got done, and I'm okay now. So note to self: always double knot your sneakers. I think I was even, but somehow it came undone. I don't know. I've gotta start triple knotting my sneakers on moving days. Let's see here. When did I do that? That was, oh good lord, close to, if not 10 years ago. So it's been a while. Yeah, ouch indeed. Right, let's share screen. So this is my king size chevron blankie, and I wove it to death. It was 2 years minus hot days. It finally warmed up. Like I literally only had like 12, what do you call it? Like 12 or 15 rows left to do, but it was just too hot over the summer to finish it off. And recently it's been cool enough that I can have that giant sucker on my lap to finish it off. So yeah, I got cracking to that. Hey Shad, good to see you too. I need to stop sharing screen here. There we go. It's still in my basement. There we are. Try not to use any extra resources because my computer is caca. There we go. Yeah, so that was not a fun day. Hi everybody. Oh, my cocktails are fighting back. I don't want to come out cooler. I should just move my, I have a mini fridge in here. It's unplugged because of either that or my AC, but it's on the other side of my monitor. But I should just move it to under here so I don't need to worry about the cooler and everything all the time. Oh my goodness. Shouldn't be too much longer for my earbuds to charge up fully. I think I've got like 2 or 3 hours of charge time when they're fully charged, so. Hi to everybody still. I'll move this closer again. Yeah, I was supposed to buy real food today. Obviously, I bought some snacks, but when I got to the counter, they're like, even in Chateauguay, where my parents live, where I used to live, at the Jean Coutu, like, what would that be? CVS, I guess, like a pharmacy plus kind of place in Quebec. On Thursday mornings, they get a shipment of the freshest freaking donuts you've ever had in your life. Like, I don't even like cream donuts per se, but these, I cannot, like, I cannot resist them. But I found out that they probably come from here because my store gets them Wednesday mornings, and they're even fresher than the Thursday mornings at the other place. So yeah, so I got these. They're freaking awesome. Again, I'm not a fan of powdered cream donuts. But these are like, oh my god, I cannot resist these. And I'm dying to have another one, but I'm going to get like powder all over my face. So I'll wait till after my life. Oh, thanks. Just in a ponytail. It's lazy hair day today. Making my tummy rumble. I know. I gotta look at them. They're right next to me. I'll make a big mess of myself if I have some. So I do have chips too. I bought some chips. I'm like, oh my goodness. All the boys cover your ears at Flo's in town. So like, yeah, I got snacks. And I can't eat the chips because I'll be crunching in your ears, and that's just rude. But yeah, but trust me, I've already cracked in them. I already had one donut, probably about half a bag of chips with dip. Yeah, so that's basically my supper tonight. I don't have room for anything else after. Oh goodness. But yeah, they are literally like the freshest donuts I've ever had in my life. Like, I love Krispy Kreme because they were like ridiculous compared to other places too when I first tried them. But these went hands down, even over Krispy Kreme. I told you to cover your ears, Nate. I told you. You were forewarned. Where's Kenny? Kenny's in the wrong chat. Oh my goodness. Ian is scared of Apple. Oh my goodness. I swear, any adult man that is still like grossed out by that, yeah. Takes more than that to shock me. Yeah. I get like teen guys and stuff, you know, they're like, ew, there's like weird things coming out of weird places, but yeah. But if you've ever been married, if you ever dated someone, like, yeah, should be like old news. Hi, everybody again. I wonder if I charged it enough. I don't know. I was at childbirth at 20, seen it all. Yeah. Hey, Andrea, how are you? I gave birth at 20, so I've seen it all. Oh my goodness. And I was there for like, it was so cool to be on the other end of it for once. I was there for the birth of my my stepdaughter. Well, she's my stepdaughter now. She was my goddaughter at the time. I got to cut the cord and everything. It's cool to be at the other end of it. Ed said, "I raised 2 daughters. No worries." All right, cool. I kept it clean too. Like, I didn't use like offensive words. I don't think. Krispy Kreme near David and me is under renovation. Oh, that sucks. No Krispy Kreme for you. One donut is $1.25 here. Okay, I don't even know what I paid for these. Hang on. I don't even care what I paid for them. Oh, that's the best before thing. Yeah, I have no idea what I paid for these. There's a pack of 6. No price tag on it. I didn't even ask. I just grabbed them. Tired. Amy just left. Oh, okay. Yeah, little ins will do that to you. I can't eat that many sweets anyway. I shouldn't. And my tummy tells me later that I shouldn't have. But, you know, while you're eating it, it's freaking awesome. So I'll deal with the aftermath if I don't have anywhere important to go. Cheaper by the dozen, I'm sure. Yeah, these only come in 6 packs, though. So, you have Montreal bagels. No reason ever to eat donuts ever. Those are totally different things, man. And yes, Montreal bagels are awesome, but they can't replace a donut. They're not sugary. I mean, there's sugar in them and stuff, obviously, but no, not the same. I can eat a bagel and then right after eat a donut. Like, have a bagel for breakfast or lunch or whatever and have a donut for dessert. Cannot have a bagel for dessert. I get charged this long enough. You know what? No, I'm going to charge a little longer. While we're waiting on my earbuds, let's make this an Ask Coco live. Ask me any questions you have for me. I'll answer almost anything. What have y'all ever wanted to know about Coco? Hey, Crystal, how are you? I'm at work, so I can't stay. Just want to say hi. Well, thanks for popping in, and hello. Appreciate you popping in. Now on Krispy Kreme. Look at me on early and everything. It rose. I'm trying to switch it up a little bit, trying to find little spots here and there where I can pop in for, like, you know, the non-vampires. We used to tell the girls Krispy Kreme was all the way across town, even if we were a mile or so away, because they would eat us out of house and home. Oh, I hear ya. They're so good. Like, I would not turn down a Krispy Kreme donut, but if I had a choice between those and this hands down. Like, literally, they were baked this morning. They were ridiculously fresh. My biggest pet peeve, believe it or not, is, and I don't want to start a controversy because I know it can get controversial, is the toilet paper being put on backwards. And to me, backwards is probably different from what you guys think. Like, I prefer it to come from behind so that if for whatever reason, because, like, I don't know, sometimes you want to, like, yank it to rip it, but if it's coming the other way, it just pulls it more and more and more. But if it's behind, you can, if you pull it right, you can rip it without it, like, unraveling everywhere. So that's my preferred method. Whether or not it's correct, I've seen the diagrams of the initial patent and everything, and apparently I'm wrong, but I don't care. That's how I like it, and it bothers me when it's not that way. I mean, I'm not going to flip out about it, but if I'm in my bathroom and someone put it on wrong, I will turn it around. I can't not turn it around. Interesting answer. Coco, have you ever had a glazed crescent roll? I don't think I have. I've had croissants, but not a glazed crescent roll. No, I don't think I have. Now I'm intrigued, though. That's behind only. Then you can use the bar to tear it if you pull it from the side. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See, Chris and I are on the same page. Aw, you lost the Krispy Kreme in Atlanta? That sucks. Friendship over you. Friendship over you nut job? Not sure what you mean. Are you calling me a nut job? But I don't understand the friendship over. Oh, friendship over you nut job. Okay. Sometimes punctuation is important to get the gist of it. I'm a nut job. Okie dokie. Oh, did I miss Kim come in? Hi, Kim. Under or over? Definitely under. Has to be under to be able to rip it with one hand. Because, again, okay, guys that are gross, Nate, block your ears. I use a Diva cup. So I often have the cup in one hand, so I have to be able to rip the toilet paper one-handed. Everyone's wondering, well, why would you need to do it one-handed? That's why. Oh, apparently Kim said something funny and I missed it. Hang on, let me go back. What are you? Oh, I went too far. Hang on. I don't know. I can't find it. But apparently it was funny. Truly controversial topics. Smooth or crunchy? I don't like crunchy sandwiches unless it's on toast. So smooth for me. Oh, now Nana Michelle made a funny too. Frickin' frick. Missing all the funnies. They used to be under, now and over. Sorry, I'm a traitor. Toilet paper is a personal thing. For sure. What's my least favorite stitch to do? I think it would have to be the knit stitch. Like where you go through the... I'm not a fan of single crochet. It just takes forever. But the single crochet through the other one just take... Like, I'm not a fan of anything that takes forever. Like, I like to crochet fast. Anything that slows me down ticks me off. So yeah, so probably the knit stitch. Or there's another word for it too. Blanket stitch? I can't remember what it's called. There's another term for it too, though. Crab stitch is your least favorite. So okay. I don't hate it, but I have trouble getting it even. I have trouble getting even tension with the crab stitch. I like the look of it. 0 out of 2, smooth you. Sure. Knit stool, but stud. Uh-oh, I missed something else now. Stud. Oh, it's still there, but you're not Alana. Oh, okay. I have a roll holder and a shelf next to it. Roll on each. Yeah, that'd be a good thing to have too, because so many people just plop it on top rather than put the dang new roll on. That ticks me off. That's another toilet paper pet peeve. Like, take 2 seconds out of your life. It's not like you're going anywhere anyway. You know, you're stuck on the toilet. Change the dang roll properly. Do you do the same under for your paper towels? I do. Everything. Any paper product on a roll is under, so you can rip it. I might have to switch to live chat instead of top chat to see the. I'm in Restream, so I think it does it in regular order. It takes so long to answer the questions that I miss some. But again, if I miss anything important, just say "Yo, Coco," and then repeat yourself. I never want to miss anything, but I do. Paper towels on a stand. No controversy there. Mine are usually just sitting on the counter anyway, but when I do have a thing, it's under. It's a stud wall, not finished. Okay. Stud wall. Hang on. I gotta go back and find Hank's comment now. Hang on. Where are you, Hank? I saw that we don't have a roll holder. Set it on a stud. Okay. There you go. That makes sense. Except if you're holding something in your hand, it's hard to hold the roll and get your paper also. 25 thumbs and 29 in chat. Yes, please. Thumbs up are appreciated for sure. Let's see what I missed while I was answering that or looking for that. I don't think I missed anything. If under, you have a higher chance of putting what on my butt? Putting a spider? I can't tell what that is. So if you ask aluminum foil and plastic wrap, under or over or under. Well, normally I just take it straight out the box. I don't have a dispenser for them, but they usually come under. But I would prefer over because I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. Like the thing wants to jump out when you're pulling it under. So for those, I would prefer over. I think it would come out easier. But okay, spider emoji. Okay, so I've got like dark mode on, so I can't see like dark emojis. If it's coffee, I set it on the stud also. Oh, yeah, actually, a friend of mine ended up with a spider on her butt because it was over. It was hiding. Like the other way, it's closer to the wall, so there's not as much room. I mean, they can find their way anywhere if they really want to. But for her, it was on the other side of the over. So yeah, so either way, you can get a spider on your butt. I'm an over girl. Like I said, to each his own. But if you're in my house and you put it on wrong, I won't say anything. I'll just switch it because it bothers me. Before I was ever dating my husband, he came for a visit once. He came for dinner with his kids and stuff and took his daughter to the bathroom. And he came out, he's like, we ran out of toilet paper and I'm afraid to put it on wrong because he knows it's my pet peeve. Apparently he stopped carrying that after we were married because he always puts it the wrong way. Spiders love bathrooms. Spiders love anything dark and damp. That's why I love basements so much. I flip my foil and wrap over to make it easier to tear on the cutter. Yeah, I'll probably start doing that too. I just rarely think about it until I need it. But then when I'm needing it, I'm doing stuff and then I forget to flip it. But yeah, I should do that too. Right way. Absolutely, David. Like I said, I know according to the patent, my way is the wrong way. But that's how I like it. And in my house, it goes the wrong way. It wasn't David that asked that. It was Nate that asked that. Sorry. I just saw the D. Why do you use restroom if it makes you miss? Why use Restream? Because I can do stuff with it. Am I missing that many? Am I missing a lot of comments? I switch the dishes in the dishwasher when my husband puts them in. I know, me too. My husband got so mad once. He was like trying to help by loading the dishwasher, but he loaded it wrong. And he didn't, well, not that he loaded it wrong, but he didn't rinse the cups first. And you know, you get those rings, the coffee or tea rings or whatever in there. It ran through the dishwasher and the rings were still there. So I rinsed it and put it back in. And that's the day he decided he's never doing dishes again. I'm like, well, if they came out clean when you did it, I wouldn't have to do that. Doesn't mean don't help at all. Like some of the dishes were clean, you know? But anyway. I'm not missing any comments? Okay, cool. I do it the wrong way too because of the TP wars that have occurred. We just put it above the toilet now. Husband will flip the dishes in the dishwasher. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they got to be pointed down. The openings need to be downward. Otherwise, you just accumulate water in there, which stagnates. It doesn't stagnate, but you know, it's not as clean as it should be. Have I ever played a musical instrument? I wanted to take piano, but we had an organ in the house, so my mom made me take organ. So once upon a time I could play organ, but I never liked it because it wasn't the piano. And I'm like, well, where am I ever going to need the organ other than church or at hockey games? You know, your career options are limited with that. So like I can do chords with my left hand, but I can't. It won't freely move on its own like it should, like if I were to play piano or keyboard or whatever. So yeah. Well, you can't scroll back. Well, I can to an extent. Just sometimes it scrolls faster than I'm expecting. I'm never sleeping over at Coco's. Too many weird rules. Like I said, I don't get mad at anybody. If you put it on wrong, I'll just fix it. And by the way, why does YouTube default to top chat when you're in someone else's live? I have no idea why it does that. That is very weird. Mark says he played the violin, albeit way back in grade 9. Okay. Actually, one of my favorite artists, Kalen Porter, he plays violin and viola. Some people they're like, oh, violin is like blah, blah, blah. But you can rock that schnoot out, man. You can rock out a violin. Agree, Coco. Pianos and organs are different. They really are. Yeah. So I never really went beyond the lessons with my parents or my mom. But, yeah, we had like a little class. We took organ class with my aunt, my mom, me, and my sister. And my aunt and I were more advanced, like we're more musically inclined. So they would teach us like extra pedal moves so you can make like a beat and stuff with the pedals and the chords. But yeah, it wasn't the same. So I kind of stopped. Organ and piano. My mama played both. She tried to teach them to me. Fail. But she taught me to crochet. All right. 1 out of 3 ain't bad. Third time's a charm. Another thing too, when I was playing organ, like I can read music, but I cannot read music fast enough to play it as I'm reading it. So I would learn the song and then play by ear when I was with the instructor. Just kind of pretended I was reading the music. But yeah, I cannot read music fast enough to play it as I'm reading it. My brother played the clarinet in high school. Awesome. Cody, actually, those of you who know Cody, he wanted to play, I think he wanted to play trombone or whatever in band. Or not band, but a class, like a music class or whatever. but he's got his mama's big lips. So the teacher's like, she's like, no, you have tuba lips. You're gonna play the tuba. So he got stuck playing the tuba. And whenever he come over to practice, he had to lug this giant freaking tuba on the bus to bring home. If I could go anywhere in the world, where would I go? I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, but at the same time, I would love to go back to Germany and spend more time enjoying it rather than, because I went there for 3 weeks once with my grandparents, my oma, my opa, who are from there. So they spent the whole 3 weeks trying to show us everything that was in Germany. So it was like there was literally one day that we weren't on the road running around like crazy people. So I'd love to get back to Germany. I want to go for Oktoberfest because it was not Oktoberfest. It had just ended when we went. And just to sit back, relax, and enjoy it because the scenery is beautiful. It's such a relaxing place. Salut, Roseanne! How are you? I think we're low priority. We've been sitting. Oh, it's in here. Oh, hang on. Let me go back here. We're low priority. We've been sitting here for 2 hours now in the waiting room. Oh, that sucks. But if your kid's hallucinating, it's highly not important, not a priority. But I guess compared to heart attacks or car accidents, maybe. But yeah, if she's hallucinating, they should see her pretty quick, I would assume. Just saying, but I can play a mean kazoo. Oh my god. Do a video, Roseanne. Do a video. I would watch a kazoo video. Oh no, Teresa. Yeah, for real. What was your all-time favorite food? Okay, let me just catch up real quick and then I'll answer my all-time favorite food. Play the stereo at the master level. Oh, I'd love to go on a world cruise. I'm not a huge fan of like large boats. I love my like little motorboat, like a motorboat for fishing and stuff. I'm not a fan of huge boats. There's just so much recirculated air and stuff. Like even before the C word, like I don't know. There's so many things that get spread around cruise ships. I'm not a fan. But I've never been on one, so I guess maybe I changed my mind if I tried. Okay, and Zach asked what my all-time favorite food is. Oh, good Lord. That's a tough one, hun. I think it would have to be a homemade lasagna. Like a nice, thick, awesome freaking lasagna. Yeah, I think that would have to be it. Yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, I love all kinds of food, but yeah. I love poutine too, man, but if I was like on death row and asked what I wanted, it wouldn't be poutine. It would be a nice homemade lasagna that I make, though. Because not everyone makes it like I do. We used to wrap paper around a comb and play that. Me too, I did that. It has to be wax paper, though. Wax paper on a comb. I've totally done that. And also like that really long, thick blade of grass where you like your thumbs. I used to do that too. Give her lots of water, Teresa. Flush it out. Yes, if possible. And homemade garlic. Yes. You need garlic bread to go with that lasagna. Gwenny says fried chicken. Fried chicken's good too, definitely. But I doubt like on death row or whatever, they'd like give you access to an oven and knives and stuff to make your own lasagna. But it would have to be my own lasagna. I love my lasagna. What's something you've created and never want to make again? Okay. 5,000 people on a ship. No thanks. Yeah, exactly, Chad. Yeah, David will also go for lasagna. Okay. What's something I've made and never making again? That would be, I actually saw it just the other day. Hang on. What bag did I put it in? Is it in here? Where is it? Where are you? Hiding on me. It doesn't want to be embarrassed. Pretty sure it was in here. Hang on. Be right with you. find it. I literally saw it like earlier today. But I have one lonely sock that I knitted. I didn't enjoy it at all. And like, I'm not saying I'll never make a sock again. It's just once I've made one of anything, I don't want to make it again. Like, I like to create something new each time. So anything you need to make two of, I'm not a fan. I'm moving back a little bit here. Something. Okay, so I answered that one. Wax paper or parchment. Yeah. Oh man. Cruising is awesome. Went to Alaska, Russia, Japan, and China. Totally amazing. It sounds amazing. It does sound amazing. I'm just like, I don't know, those buffets and stuff. Like, I'm not a fan of buffets either. Just random people touching all the food. Like, I don't know. I'm a bit of a germaphobe, I guess. Oh, that's it, Coco. We're starting a band. I'll start a kazoo band. You want the kazoo? Me and Tank with the wax paper comb. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh goodness. Let me see. Both of my past cruises ran into several people I already knew. Really? That is so weird. Kim says never making babies again. Too old for that. Me too, but I still want to. I would love to try again, but it's a big thing. I had my tubes tied, 14 years ago? 13 or 14 years ago, thinking there's no way I'm ever going to meet someone, get married again, and want another kid. But, sure enough, I did, and I do. So it would have to be like in vitro and stuff, and just because, like, untying your tubes, you have the chance of an ectopic pregnancy, which is where it's fertilized within the fallopian tubes and gets stuck there, which is deadly to both child and mother. So it would have to be like in vitro and stuff, and it's free here. Like, that's awesome thing about Quebec is even that's free, but it's a lot to go through. And I'm about to be 47 next month, so I don't know. I probably shouldn't. You conquer it and want to go forth. Yeah, sure enough. We'll see. Like I don't know. Even like with sweaters and stuff, I'll like do one arm and I won't want to do the other arm. I mean, I'll do it, but I don't enjoy doing the second arm. You don't have to eat a buffet. They have dining rooms with services. I suppose. Maybe one day. One day I'll give it a go, like a short cruise where I'm not like stuck there for a really long time. Like my in-laws go on cruise. They used to go on like 2 a year. And they have all these like the little, each ship you're on, you have that little, knick-knack you could bring home, buy and bring home. Like they have like a shelf full of these little cruise ships. Like they go, obviously they're in withdrawal right now because of the C word. But yeah, they used to go at least once to twice a year on a cruise, and it's their favorite thing to do. I will recreate my great grandpa's biscuit banjo for the band. Biscuit banjo? What does that entail? I've had the same Howard Hughes syndrome. Is that what it is? There's a word for there's a word for that. Biscuit pan banjo. Okay. Oh my god, as a kid, I used to like rubber bands on like a cake pan. I used to make the cake pan banjos. My daddy could play a mean dishpan. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't think anyone's ever actually done that. You know what? It probably would be a hit just because it's so freaking random. A band with like just ridiculous instruments. Oh my goodness. It would be a blast though, I gotta say. That would be an absolute blast. If ever there's like a crochet meetup, we should do just like one random song with all these ridiculous instruments. Oh my goodness. I want a donut. Should I have a donut, guys? No. Hee-haw did it. Hee-haw did it. Oh, my God. Oh my goodness. You know what? Powder on my face or no powder on my face, I'm having a donut. At least it's not crunchy like chips. Well, of course, The container is very loud. Guitar with yarn for the strings. Oh my goodness. Yes, have a donut. All right. There will be cream and or powder all over my face. There's a very good chance of that. I used to play the spoons too. Not well, but I used to do it. Oh my god. My heart goes out to all grade 5 teachers everywhere. Some people, very few, can make the recorder sound good, but a classroom full of grade 5 students cannot. The amount of Advil those teachers must take that day is ridiculous. Like he has the crochet cruises. Okay. We lived through you. Get my Twitch on. Get your Twitch on, Nate. Promos all over. But it's so worth it. I like the cream inside. Again, like I said, I don't like cream donuts because they're so sweet. But this is just the perfect amount of sweet. The cream that's inside, like not too sweet, but just like, oh, I don't know. I freaking love it. Sorry if I'm making anyone jealous, but I couldn't help it. They were sitting there staring and beckoning to me. Daddy cut his hand really bad one time and had to get stitches. He asked the doctor, could he play the piano after it healed? The doctor told him, yeah. Said, wow, I couldn't before. That's such a dad joke. Oh, okay, awesome. Hope everything turns out okay. Good, I couldn't before. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's something my dad would say. See? The hole's on this side, but it's still like cream oozes out in random places you're not expecting. Then you make a mess. All right. My headset is fully charged. Oh, I got powder all over my black chair. I need a ride to fix that. My thing's just now, what do you call it? Charged up. Get these suckers in. Makes an opportunity, not a mess. Where's my little thingamabobber? The little clippy thing. Stops it. Helps it stop from shifting back and forth on me. You right with you? There we go. Alrighty. Gosh, turn it on. Works better when you turn it on, right? Duh. Oh, only Coco. Usually it says words. Am I pushing the wrong button? Yeah. Power on. Connected. Alright. Didn't say what. Okay. It's not telling me what it's connected to. Hopefully it's my computer and not my phone. Alright. Hey, Sandrine. How are you? Okay. There's the restream link. Let me just double check that it's using my mic and not this thing. Okay, it says it's using my mic. Okay. It's not very loud though. Let me check. me cover that. Check, check, check. Okay, it is using my mic. Okay, good. All right. So got that going. Is the funny lady Sandrine? Sandrine could be pretty funny sometimes, for sure. What are you up to, Sandrine? Want to join our rubber band band? Yes, Sandrine. What do you want to play, Sandrine? Blade of grass, the wax paper comb, a kazoo, or what was the other ones? Rubber band banjo. Oh my goodness. Can you guys hear my like chair creaking? Pain in the butt. I need to oil this thing. I keep forgetting. Got some WD-40 somewhere. Whatever is fun. They all seem fun to me. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Sandrine's in. Question from way out in space. Where you are in Canada, you all use Canadian pennies. Actually, we don't use pennies anymore. Canada has gotten rid of the penny. They'll accept it if you have it, but they won't refund like in change. They'll round it up or down. Pennies are no longer in use here. How about the spoons? When then write this out. Oh yeah, the spoons. I forgot about the spoons. I like spoons. Oh my goodness. No fluffy. Oh, that's like. No, it's not what I thought. I know I've seen it done, but I can't remember how it's done. Like I can do the pop. Goes a weasel, but I can't. Is that just where you like tap your cheek? Is that what that is? I've seen that. Oh my goodness. I want to put my AC on. It's getting warm, but I don't want you guys to hear like waterfalls. Beatbox. I'm not good at that at all. Of course, I haven't really tried, nor will I. Who is playing their teeth? Oh my goodness. I don't have enough fake teeth to play my teeth. Oh my goodness. Ooh, it's getting toasty. Oh well, what shall I do with all the ones I keep finding? Teeth? Wait, hang on. Don't be hot for us. I know. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just, I don't know. It was so nice and cool and fall-ish the past few days that I even wore my leather jacket out to the store earlier. But holy smokes, it warmed up today. Maybe I'll cave and put it on in a bit. Good day, mate.
Howdy.
Well, almost looks like you're in a warehouse.
Oh, I'm in my work area. You've caught me at the early part of my day where I do work.
I have a U.S. penny for owners use $150 worth of pennies, still cheaper than leveling the concrete floor. I've seen that done. It's amazing.
Have it at a good height. Yeah. Here we go. I'm trying to set it so I can see the chat. And there we go.
Okay, Mark. Sweet dreams. Have a good nap.
Yeah, we got rid of the 1 cent about a decade ago.
Got rid of the what?
We had 1 cent.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I said it hasn't been that long, but it's been a while.
America, I don't know what it is for Canada, but America has never actually made a penny. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
People call it a penny, but actually 1 cent. It's just the name they give it, but they've never formally made a penny. The only time they ever had a penny, it was made in the UK.
Okay.
I saw that and I thought that was a very interesting fact that people wouldn't, because people get used to calling something a certain name without realizing, well, it's not actually called that. It literally says on it, it's 1 cent because it's 1% of a dollar.
Yeah. But still, when you call it something for so long, doesn't it automatically make it that name?
Well, that's like we had an American friend who, for years and years, he kept asking for Coke. Mm-hmm. Always Coke. You have a Coke, and we'd always give him a Coke. And then finally, after years, he said, "Why do you always give me just like a Coca-Cola?" And it's like, because you asked for Coke. He's from that weird region of America where every soft drink is a Coke.
Oh, yeah, I know. A Coke is a Coke is a Coke, man. Cream soda is cream soda. Orange soda is orange soda.
I think I told you my story when I worked in one of the Canadian grocery stores. I can't remember which one it was called, but the like all the kids coming up and buying pop from the machine, and I used to laugh and think that was so funny that adults calling it pop. And one time they're like, "Well, what do you call it then?" So I marched them over to the window that overlooked the whole store. I think it was Portino's was the store I was working for at the time, and I pointed down at the aisle and I said, "What's it say above the aisle?" Soft drink. I said, that's what Australians call it because Coca-Cola is a soft drink company. That's what their actual title is.
Yeah. I think Australians might be the only ones that call it that, though. In Canada, we generally call it either soda or pop. I think it's more widely known elsewhere in Canada as pop, but in Quebec, we call it mostly soda. I think in the US, it's soda.
In Australia, you get soda water if you ask for soda.
Yeah. In the UK, soda is soda water. But yeah.
How's my hair today?
I just ask for the particular soda that I want. If I want Coke Zero, I ask for Coke Zero. If I want a Pepsi, I'll ask for a Pepsi. If I want cream soda, I'll ask for cream soda. I had a friend in Texas who sold a house with a penny floor. That's awesome. It must be heavy, though. Like, do you have to reinforce your floor for a penny floor? That would get heavy after a while. Or maybe more spread out. Maybe not so much. I don't know.
Haven't I ever been here when I've spoken to you?
I think once you came to show us around. You gave us a little tour. I've never seen you actually working on stuff.
This is my packing station. I'm doing mail from the last 2 days because I got up, I did mail yesterday, like addressed the envelopes and did a few other things, and I wasn't feeling too well, so I went laid back down at 10 o'clock in the morning, and the next thing you come and was messaging me at 3 o'clock saying I'm on my way home. Whoops.
Okay, on concrete. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, Wriggles, how are you? How's your little corner Kentucky today?
Yeah, I was thinking before when you were talking about having the bar fridge in your study so you drink stay colder.
Yeah.
That's one of the warning signs of alcoholism.
I still only drink on my lives. Oh, got Nana Michelle in the basement. I see ya. There she is.
Hi. Hey. I finally made it live for you.
Yay. I went live early just for folks like you.
I like early lives for old people like me.
Well, apparently Kentucky is wet right now.
What do you want, dude? Everybody can say hi to you. Not about you. All right, tell everybody hi. There, tell everybody hi. It's not about you.
Who is it?
The cat.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's a meow meow. Hi, meow meow. I love pecans.
I
We
had
have
to
a
work in the
diet.
office this week, so he's been up my butt when I get home. Normally I work from home, so he's not used to me leaving, so he's freaking
The
out.
pets really miss you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a cutting post on the outside of our house that I finally finished setting up again for spring and summer. And this morning, there was like flies around and all that, so I closed the window that they get out to get into it. And about 10 minutes later, I just hear meow, meow. Izzy was all the way in there down the bottom on the grass. So I didn't even see her. But she's been trying to get out a lot. That sort of kills that she can get out there, and she likes that.
I swear, if you didn't have like stairs like on your porch, you could easily have like a cow door, and Jeremy would make his way in for sure.
So after we shot the video yesterday, Carmen was trying to entice Pippa up because she was like standing down the bottom of. There's a ramp in the back.
Okay.
So Pippa was eyeing it off like, oh, I can give it a crack.
Shad's asking if you have ticks down under.
They've started to come into our region. We have ticks in Australia, yes, but our region, because it's cold and wet at times, it didn't have ticks for the longest time, but the last couple of years they've slowly started to come in.
Okay. Okay, Tank has a friend in Texas. Apparently it's a Texas thing. In Texas, you got floors and counters made with pennies. That's awesome, though. Everyone's saying hi to Nate and Anna Michelle.
Hi.
Oh, in a mosaic design. Awesome.
Well, I'm guessing per square meter, like pennies would be one of the cheapest like things you could probably
I would assume.
count with.
Yeah. Rachel says the rain is moving south to north. It usually moves the other way. Okay. That's weird. That means it's going to turn around and come back?
So I sold a whole bunch of like sporting cards and all that last night on this Facebook group, and one person bought a whole heap, which was awesome. And I woke up today and he'd sent it, wrong email address. So I've been trying to message him all day to be like, mate, you want to try and get your money back? He just added one extra letter into my email.
Oh, no.
So all day I've been like, trying to
good.
ring him, trying to message him and all that. Like, dude, because odds are it's probably not a real email address, but you never know that someone will get, oh.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, hey, free money.
Mm.
I've seen a PetSmart commercial on TV for pet mental health because of everyone returning to work. Yeah, I can imagine. Because when you get them and you're working, they get used to it. But when you're home and they're older and you're there for 2 years and all of a sudden not, yeah. Yeah, with my husband having moved out, my dogs go freaking mental when he comes back every other week to visit. Like, they literally will not leave him alone the whole time he's here.
Yep.
Well, we had everyone in the bed last night, so they all love that. Tiger's a pusher, though. He'll try to get, stretch out his legs and they're pokey bloody things, and he'll just, like, push you right in the middle of the back.
Yeah.
But he'll lie on his back with his head on the pillow, under the cover.
Yeah. Hopefully your neck gets sorted. Thanks for coming. You guys mind if I leave you to make a tinkle?
Nope, go tinkle.
No.
All right, cool.
No, that's not allowed to. You've got to.
Normally, when it's a planned live, I tinkle beforehand, so usually I don't have to go wait later. But this was an impromptu live, so I shall return.
You've got a can right there. Use that.
I get it.
It's such a Canadian thing to apologise for going to the toilet.
I know.
There's a YouTuber I watch, Top Pops, who collects pops and all that.
Zach is really good with the I'm sorry stuff. I'm like, Zach, stop it.
He's the same. Sorry about the background. Sorry about this. Sorry about the noise. Sorry about the echo. It's like, no one cares, mate.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
Stop apologising. Sorry. No, stop. What's everyone talking about? Wash your hands. Yeah, all the smaller people paid, but then just this big order is like $180, and it's like kept waiting for it to come through on my PayPal, and then I had a look at his message. It's like, oh, dude, couldn't be like the $8 ones and all that, but it's good. I spent about $500 on a whole bunch of basketball NBA cards, and I thought, what's the easiest way to sell these? And I thought, well, I'll just do $1 auctions and just list like 120 of them. I got like over 1,000, and I think once that guy pays, I pretty much paid for all of them just with this one sale. So
that's crazy.
I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to do mail, head to the gym, get back, and then before my wife gets home, I'm going to list up another 100 or so. So I've got a big day planned. Nate, what exactly are you working on? I'm sending out mail. So I sell on eBay. So this is, plus I've got all the cards from yesterday. So that's all my mail going out so far that I've packed. But
Wow.
probably more than half of those are basketball cards today. So yeah, this is my very, very messy workstation. Very messy. But yeah, I've got sticky tape, things to clean discs with, and my envelopes and all that ready to go. So I try to tidy it up, but then it just gets messy again. So I just work in the craziness. Who's rich? Not me. I'm not doing terribly, but definitely not rich. But it's good because Carmen stepped down in her job now that she's doing less hours, so she gets home about 3 o'clock now. So we sort of enjoy our afternoons more. So that's sometimes money's not worth it. So I'm just trying to read this.
Debbie. She has to check the toilet paper to make sure it's under.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I've got what do you guys call it? The Americans call it something weird. Like clear lunch wrap. You guys call it something with S. Saran wrap.
Oh, is it the clear foam stuff?
Yeah. So I've got Saran wrap here, and that's what I wrap DVDs in, just sort of give them a little bit of sponginess, and then I put stuff inside. So even if it doesn't work, people at least think that you've tried.
I heard that, Debbie. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm a bad girl. Mine's over.
Well, like I said, according to the patent, that's how it was meant to go, but occasionally you need to rip it with one hand and it doesn't work. It just pulls more when it's over.
Yeah.
Maybe it was one of those things where the toilet paper companies actually designed it that way and tried to trick us all just so we use more. Like the toothpaste companies with their big long S that they put in the ads, but you don't need that much. You just need a ball of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hate it when I accidentally put too much. You look like you got rabies.
And I like hearing about the tricks and that of marketing, but last time I told you all about bacon, you were all like, no, I don't care. It's good. It's like, but it was marketing that got you to love it. It's like, I don't care. I love it.
Yeah. Again, I know it's the cheapest part of the pig, but it just tastes so dang good. I don't care. As long as it's not made with something like super gross, like butt. Like I'm good.
That's what Carmen finds. Carmen finds that funny as a chef because back 10, 15, 20 years ago, there were so many weird cuts that were so cheap, and that's what the chefs used. But now, because of shows like MasterChef and other, home cooking shows and all that, all these cheap ingredients now, they all want to buy them. So now they're like almost boutique, the stuff that used to be seen as the dregs.
Yeah, I definitely don't agree with how expensive bacon has become. Like, I won't buy it unless it's on sale. But, yeah. Oh, Teresa's back. What was it, triage, or did she actually see a doctor?
Has Teresa come up with a name for a channel yet that's a bit more original?
What's
And
wrong with
not
Teresa the Pet?
crocheting, and not crocheting with Teresa. That's been done to death.
There's nothing wrong with using your name. We all know. That's how we all know her. If she changes her name, we won't know. We won't know it's really her. She says no, Nate.
Well, chop chop. It's been a couple of days.
Nothing wrong with calling your channel your name. The only reason I changed mine is I didn't want everyone I know from high school and whatever finding my channel because I don't feel self-conscious. So that's the only reason I changed my name. I only want Crochet Peeps here.
I only changed mine because everybody kept calling me Nana Michelle, so I changed it.
Oh.
Made it easier.
Let me rephrase. I don't only want Crochet Peeps here, but I only want people that
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't previously
That
know,
thinly veiled shot.
or the select handful of people that do know
Right.
me in real life and that I've given my channel to. Like, did she ever hallucinate before that? That has nothing to do with mental health. Oh, Pix says Queen Teresa's crochet crew.
I reckon Sassy Teresa's crochet. Mm-hmm.
Don't make her get the chanclas, Steve.
Yeah, that could be like the picture of her thing is like her going. You could draw the picture of her going. Mm-hmm.
No, picture her with a chancla. And use a metal detector on her to make sure she's not smuggling. Wow, how old is your daughter? Now she's in Scrubs. What do you mean you thought it was real life, Shad? What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
This is just fantasy.
The hospitals make people not want to get mental help. Like,
Well, I was in the middle of getting mental health and sort of making some breakthroughs and all that. But the guy that I was seeing, it was pretty much like the first gap or the last gap that I had to deal with was 6 weeks. And then I mentioned it. And they said, "Oh, that's good because it would have been 2 months before we could see you again." And I'm like, "That's not enough. That's nowhere near enough."
No. She's 9, and they strip searched her to make sure she wasn't smuggling something in because she had adverse effects to medication.
What?
Oh, I would have smacked a bitch. Pardon my French.
You're French Canadian. You're allowed to.
Yeah. Well, not
What?
really. I mean,
I'm American, and I would have
Yeah.
smacked her too.
I mean, she's allowed to say smack the bitch.
Wow.
That is
That's what I
absolutely
find. Like,
ridiculous.
I was on a chat the other day, and I sort of said something, and people were mildly offended and all that. And I sort of said, "You get that this is the World Wide Web. Like Australians' humans are different to yours, so we have to accept a lot of things that Americans find, and Canadians, and anyone else finds acceptable. Occasionally, you have to accept that Australians are going to tell inappropriate jokes and drop an F-bomb or a C-bomb occasionally. That's our culture."
Yeah, but on the other hand, too, is despite the fact that the CRAP is a very innocent word here, I avoid using it because in the UK, some people find that offensive.
I'm not talking about that C word.
I know that's not what you're talking about, but that's
I'm talking
offensive
about
everywhere
rail
but
one.
Australia. That's an offensive word everywhere but Australia.
We call our friends that.
We don't. I've only ever used it on one bee, and she deserved it. She effed my husband, so she was a C word. That's the only time I ever used that word.
I was telling that story to a friend of mine who lives over in Perth, and he said, "Yeah, one time I was in an American, like I was at a bar and all that, and everyone was joking, and he said, I thought that it was just that right time to tell one of my Aussie-style jokes and all that, and then just the place went silent, and everyone was like, that's so offensive. So can I try it out on you guys? There's no swear words in it.
Sure.
I suppose everyone that could be easily offended, block your ears. Let it rip. Let it
So
rip.
two
Mate.
guys are walking.
Let's see what it is.
Two guys are walking down the street and they see a dog. And when they get closer, they realize that the dog's licking his own balls. And so one guy turns to the other and goes, "Geez, I'd love to be able to do that." And his mate replies, "Well, you probably have to pat him first."
Okay, that's funny.
That's
I
funny.
have to pet him first. Oh my god. Oh, they let you change her. Okay, at least. Oh my god. But she had to be scanned because it happened before, even with littles. It sucks when like other people mess it up for like other people, for lack of better words. Oh, why would she smuggle something in?
Okay, anyone want to guess
then
what I
again-
sold this?
$20.
So it's AC/DC TNT cassette. So the original when they
cassette.
first came out. Huh?
$40. $40.
$75.
Wow.
Get out of town! Holy smokes!
And that was
I gotta
I
look.
went to
I got.
it was a random. I was dropping off some heaters down in Tenterfield in New South Wales, and it was a garage sale that I didn't even know was on. So I called in there, and they had boxes. So I got this like within a box of cassettes for like $5. I spent about $100 at that garage sale, and I probably made $2,000.
I have so many cassette tapes I got to go through now.
It's only certain ones. Yeah, these are the original. That's
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, like
I
there's
could
good money in
teach
the
myself for all the stuff I used to have, and now I don't.
Yeah. Just back very quickly to what people like kids smuggle stuff in. Like I've heard horror stories. Like people will smuggle cocaine and stuff in babies' diapers and bring the baby in. Like if that bag broke or whatever, that could totally kill that child. But they don't care. They'll smuggle it in their diapers and stuff, and thinking they'll get away with it because it's a baby. But and I actually got super scared once because I had my son, Christian, the middle one. He was maybe a year old at the time when I was going back and forth from Mexico to visit his dad. And to keep him quiet on the plane, I would board the plane with French fries. So he had French fries all over his lap. And so I had a car seat that went into the carriage afterwards. So like all the French fries were still there. And one of those drug dogs kept smelling his crotch. I'm like, oh crap, they're going to crud. See, I try to correct myself. Okay. Right? But I thought the drug dogs were like, they're going to strip search my son for cocaine in his diaper because he had French fries on his, his car seat. I'm like, geez.
You know what I'm laughing at, don't you?
Yes. If I said the word I said I wouldn't. But I correct myself right after. But that's literally what, no, actually, it was even a worse word that went through my head, but you would be surprised at what people, exactly, bring into their ear. Yeah. Any orifice is searchable.
That's why when anything like that, when they have like these crazy rules that you're worried about and all that, you have to think there are the scum of society that take advantage of things. Like there are people who, like you said, would smuggle things inside diapers and all that. So, you can sit there and scream. I'm not saying Teresa is by any means, but you could sit there and scream like a Karen about it. But then you got to realize that it's there because of other jackasses who have done the wrong thing.
Done. But still, like, I really just hope at least they're decent about it. It didn't make her feel like a criminal for going in for health care, though. And Chris said, might be smuggling indecent health care. Oh, my. Yeah. Here we say, I wouldn't. He's pretty mean. Not sure what you're referring to, Shad. Did I miss something? Oh my goodness. I think like people are arrested even though they're innocent sometimes. I think that scares me more than anything is being falsely arrested for something and that like orifice search before they send you to jail, even just a waiting trial. Like you haven't even been convicted of anything yet. And just the loss of self-respect and everything in that moment. I don't know. That's got to be one of my greatest fears. It's new to her, so she's not sure what to think. That would be new to me, too. And I'm like 40, almost 47. Like, I was never stripped searched as a 9-year-old. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's gotta be traumatic.
Yeah, and it's a hospital. It's not like she's going to prison to like talk to somebody or crossing a border or like, I don't know. Did they search your purse? Like if they're not searching everyone's purse, why would they strip search a child? I don't know. Oh.
Yeah, one time I got a whole bus forced to wait 2 hours at the border because everyone else on the bus was Canadians returning home, but they had to check the visa of the one Aussie on the bus. So everyone was just furious with me. It's like, I'm sorry, they got stupid rules.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, Chris. His concern is they go straight to mental health when she might be having a reaction to medication or have a serious medical condition. Exactly. Like, run tests and schnut before bringing mental health into it. Like, why would a 9-year-old make this schnut up? Right?
Right.
Yeah. And even like once, like Cody, when he was way younger, he was in daycare. It was a home daycare, but it was like sanctioned by Mamie Soleil, which is like a daycare. I don't know. You know what I mean? It was a known company, daycare company, but people affiliate. Yeah. She was a home affiliated with Mamie Soleil. And this is another instance I should have used the C word. She broke a dustpan over my son's head. My cousin, a dustpan. Like, you scoop up your, yeah. Because he was jumping. Okay, he shouldn't jump, but tell him don't jump. And luckily, my cousin also went to that daycare. Because my aunt is the youngest of her siblings, and I'm the oldest of the second oldest child in that family. So like our kids are about the same age. And she didn't even know what this thing was called. She said Cody got in trouble today, and she went and grabbed a dustpan to show her mom that she hit Cody in the head with this and it broke. And when I called Mamie Soleil, the head company, they're like, oh, they're conspiring together. That would never have happened. I'm like, they were like 5 and 6 years old. They're conspiring against Maggie. Are you kidding me? And Cody never even told me because he was afraid to get in trouble at home too. Oh,
that's awful.
Yeah. It is totally disgusting, Suzanne. She had her clothes on when they scanned her, but they made her strip and change into scrubs to make sure there's nothing on her when they examine her. Oh, Nate fell out the window.
Uh-oh.
He's back. He's back. There's the aminals. I'd be like, want to see a jump down her throat. I know. Back in the day, though, like that early on, I had zero backbone. I had no balls whatsoever. So I just pulled them out. My aunt and I pulled our kids out. And even years later, I had a friend whose main daycare, she was also with someone affiliated with Mamie Soleil. And they were really nice. And her son loved this person, but she was on vacation. So she sent her to this person. And his entire demeanor changed just after a couple of days. He was not the same child. You face so much and you do disgusting things like that. I know, exactly. My mother busted an Etch-a-Sketch over my head at 7 years old. She hit. That is crazy. Like, your home is your sanctuary where you should be safe and feel safe. Like, I don't know. When I hear about parents specifically, I mean, it's disgusting when anyone mistreats a child. But when a parent specifically who's supposed to be that savior to this child is mistreating their child, I just want to punch them out, man.
Yeah.
Like, your parents are who you go to when they're... Yeah. Your parents are who you go to when other people mistreat you. It shouldn't be the parent mistreating you. I don't know.
When did I get on the bottom? When did this happen?
When you fell out the window.
Did I fall out?
I don't know. You fell out the window and pooped it back in. Now you're there.
Oh, okay.
Lose to lose, mate. Only run silver dust. Not sure what you mean, Ivy. Only my mother. I only run silver dust.
I'm going. I'm not going
It is
anywhere.
awful. The Etch a Sketch is even thicker than a freaking dustpan, man.
Yeah, those are heavy.
Yeah, that can do some serious damage.
We're
Hi,
not going
puppies.
anywhere.
Hey,
We're not going
Franklin and
anywhere.
Tiger. They're so happy, though. They're so happy.
Yeah, they think we're going somewhere. You want to go to the toilet for a minute? Go to the toilet for a minute.
Aw.
Toilet.
They're so
Don't
cute.
pee on the cleaner.
They are.
Jeremy's watching. But there's also a black and white bird in the video that Carmen filmed. So I thought that's funny that, we talk about the black and white crew of, Jeremy, Tiger, Connie, and then we added the, Franklin peed on that again. And then adding a black and white bird. So it's like, they're Pippa's out there.
Jeremy's like, got carrot?
I've got nothing for you.
He doesn't believe you. He's coming to check for himself. It's Pippa. Aw.
I've got nothing, mate. I think Tiger's gone off to use the bathroom. Not Franklin, though. What's up, Pip?
Aww.
Hey, Pippa. Here comes Jeremy moseying around the car.
Yeah, watch them horns, fella. Hey, Tiger. You feel lighter?
Hi, Tiger. Oh, there's a little extra spring in his step.
He's got a fancy new collar. It's got all his favourite things on it, like pizza and hamburgers and hot dogs. He keeps
He's like,
squishing up
you
so
got
you
that,
can't see it.
Daddy?
Yeah, it's got his name on it, and my number and everything. I'll put them all back in the basket.
Debbie says Jeremy is multiplying.
Oh, he's
Suzanne says, okay, so on a lighter note, I'm almost done all my crochet Christmas gifts. Holy smokes. That is awesome, Suzanne. I haven't even started my crochet Christmas gifts. Oh, goodness.
no. Feeling a bit peckish. I might make a snack.
Oh, my
So,
goodness.
I tell you guys that we had a foster child here.
You have a foster child?
No, we had. But
Oh,
it
had.
ended horribly. Trying to stand this phone up. It ended horribly, and they moved her around the corner. So she only lives like 500 meters away, and her backyard literally looked over our mountain and all that. And so that was one of the biggest fears of going back to that school for Carmen, was having to see her and deal with her. Her second customer ever back was her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, second customer. So we just thought that was funny that she was hoping to avoid her for as long as possible, and literally it was almost instant.
Jeez, how'd it go?
Oh, she asked another lady how much a muffin is, and then she gave an answer, and then as she was buying it, she looked up and sort of thought, I know that lady, I don't know where though.
Not worried about that.
Well,
Not worried about what, Teresa? Christmas gifts?
She was our first foster child ever, and they sent us like a 13-year-old runaway type one. So even her counsellor was like, why'd they send her to you? Like, in the basket, Frank.
I heard Jeremy. Jeremy wants in.
Yeah, like.
Back to the stare down.
Creepy cow.
It's like, you went back in without giving me carrots, Daddy.
It's been 2 weeks, or it's been 3 weeks, mate. There's no more carrots. No. Hey,
Pippa. Aw. The
say hello.
second I'm allowed to and can afford it, Nate, I am coming to visit you and all the
Oh,
aminals.
he's looking at the phone. Oh,
You're so cute.
Teresa says nobody's getting anything this year. I hear ya. Oh, Pippa nostrils. Pippa nostrils.
I've got nothing. Literally nothing.
Hey, Colleen.
The
My day's
blockade.
been going pretty good. How about yourself?
It's a blockade at the stairs now.
Oh.
I got nothing. Go.
God forbid Jeremy ever figures out how to work stairs.
I keep telling you, there's a ramp at the back.
Does he know?
Yeah, they go there all the time. See, ramp.
Poopy?
That thing.
Oh, your life's been poopy. That sucks. Why? What happened, Colleen?
Well, there's the Can you see the magpie mama on the wood there?
Nope. You're teeny tiny. Wait, I'll make you bigger. Maybe then we'll see it.
No, it's flying away now.
Oh. I took too long.
Oh, there's the baby. Carmen throw the baby ran away, but the baby's just down there on the ground.
Oh, you froze, did Nate? I don't know if you can still hear me.
The grey zone that sometimes I get.
Oh, can't hear you again. Oh, now you're back.
Hey, baby.
Oh. Aw.
Hey,
He's like,
hey,
what?
baby.
Oh, Tiger's not sure about it. Can it fly yet?
Well, Carmen rescued it. Carmen rescued it and put it back in its
Be
nest,
nice,
but
Tiger.
now it's back down on the ground.
Oh, maybe it's trying to learn to
You
fly.
could be buddies, Tiger. You could be buddies. Oh, it just did a post.
He's like, what?
What is
Why does
every
it look
animal?
like me?
Every animal I show goes to the toilet. But Carmen will be happy to know that it's back.
Okay, I'm munching on chips, guys. Let me know if my crunching is too loud.
Come on, Tiger. Yeah, that's the cattery on the side of the house. It used to be at our old house and it was a lot better, but we had to take it off. It does the job. Gives them an outdoor
What is
space.
The catio?
It's the
Is that
cattery.
what that is?
A
Okay.
cattery.
Okay. We call that
They
catio
get out of
here.
our bathroom window and then they can. There's a ledge there. And I fix up the hammock because it fell down. But yeah, it's just a place that they can sort of be outside but be inside.
Okay. Cool. It says just everything in general. No, that's giving here. Oh.
Come on,
I hear
guys.
that, Colleen.
No what? No, that's giving here. Come on, Frank. That's the thing. I'll mention that in a chat of like if you're talking about gifts and all that for Christmas, and people sort of have they complain about it. Sometimes it's tongue in cheek. Sometimes they have a lot of gifts to buy. But then you got to realise someone like me, I've got no one to buy gifts for except Carmen nowadays. But literally no one to buy gifts for. I'd love to, I like the idea of gift shopping and making people happy and finding something that they'd really love. But I've got no one.
Suzanne.
So just always remember, there's someone on another side that they would like what you are dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I just walked outside to move. Well, the blockade has ended. No, you can't have my sandwich. People wants my sandwich though.
Yeah. It was super fun though. When the kids were younger, you get away with a bunch of like stocking stuffer type toys and all the cheap stuff. But then all of a sudden they're like teenagers and above, and they want like iPhones and shit. All of a sudden it's like crazy expensive when it comes to Christmas time.
Sorry, I just got attacked
I
by
just
a
meant to let
pipper.
you back. I got you full screen accidentally. Just trying to let you back up. There we go. Children.
Yeah, I was getting attacked by a pipper then, so I had to run.
Children's hospitals. Hang on. Let me see what Debbie said earlier.
Everything charitable I do seems to fall on its face, so I've stopped trying with that.
Pixie says, you can buy me gifts, Nate.
Sure.
I'm joking, but not joking, though, Pixie.
Like I worked a little bit for a charity who, do you guys have like, they have the big Christmas tree out the front of stores and you wrap a gift and you put it under there? I worked for that
We've
charity.
got the big tree, but...
Yeah. Well, sometimes they'll have a big basket or something like that they all go into. And I worked for them for a while, and literally my job was to unwrap the presents and then designate where they should go. So all these people take all this time and effort. It looks pretty. It looks nice that it's all these gifts under a tree, but it's all for nothing because people have to open them anyway and check what they are. Because some people put bad things in there and wrong things and all that. So
that sucks.
Yeah. So it was a bit of, you can see why they have to do it, but at the same time, then why tell people to wrap them? Like, just donate them in a box. Like, such a waste of effort.
Okay, gifts for the needy. Yeah, you could always give gifts to the needy. No, I read that one already. And Suzanne says, Nate, want my address? You can send me gifts. Haha. We could do a swap. I did a swap last Christmas, and as broke as I was, I sent out my gift, but I didn't get my gift, so kind of leery on that.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, not that I give to receive, but...
No, but still.
Well, once my brother and sister and I all sort of were out of home and all that, that just sort of stopped between us. And plus, I'm not talking to either of them at the moment either, so that doesn't help. And then, Carmen sort of takes care of her family, and like kids nowadays, they pretty much have everything. Like I think the last time I gave my nephew an Xbox One because I had an extra one, and I'm like, here you go. So he said, don't come back till you're 18.
Wow.
It's the last gift you're going to get for a while, and he's very happy.
Jeez Louise.
There was a lovely old lady that was in front of us at the grocery store the other day, and she was like, she packed up all the stuff onto the loading area, and then picked up the bags and put them in the trolley. And Carmen and I were just so impressed and all that. And we got served. I said, "Do you reckon that lady would adopt us as like grandchildren?" We don't really have any seniors in our life anymore.
No.
I don't even have any parents. Both my parents are passed, so.
Oh, geez. And you're pretty young. How old were they when they passed?
My mum was 2 years ago now, so I was 42. And my dad, I was 39, and he passed away 5 days before my grandmother passed away.
Wow.
Which was on my birthday, so yeah. That was.
Oh, good Lord.
That was a great birthday. Yeah, I had lost my dad a few days earlier, and then lost my nan, and.
Oh,
yeah, it's one what's that?
Do you mind my asking how at that age?
Any of them, or
any of them?
Well, I was the youngest by a wide margin, so my parents were still both in their 70s. My mother she had heart conditions for a very long time, and then she also kept she insisted on being at home, so she kept falling over and would have like bad bleeds and things like that, and in and out of hospitals and catch other things, and just eventually the heart gave up. And my father had dementia and Parkinson's, so he was not good for a long time. So for the last 5 years of both of their lives, neither of them were really parents to me. They were liabilities. They were people that had to be cared for. Which I'll see people, 70-year-olds still have their parents alive, and they'll be out shopping together and all that. And I think that's, I know there's plenty that lose that not have ever known their parents. That happens, but there's still plenty out there that they'll be 50. Like my dad died at 75 years old, and his mother was still alive when he died.
Wow.
She died 5 days later, but she's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
They never told her. She never found out that he'd passed.
Okay.
Well, they never told her she had cancer as well that was going to kill her.
I felt so bad for my Oma. She died of cancer, and they let her think that after the weekend she could go home, but they knew she wasn't going to make it till the Monday. Like, she knew she had cancer, but she thought she was going to get to go home. Poor woman.
Well, my nan had a sore on her head, and she kept scratching it, wondering, why is this thing just not healing, and all that. That was the brain cancer coming out.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Wow, Colleen's mom is 90 and still drives her car. Wow. Question is, does she drive it well? There are some that shouldn't be driving anymore. Not
both
all,
my parents
some.
hadn't driven for like 5 years as well before they died, so neither of them were really independent or anything.
Mm-hmm. Like, my mom's only in her 70s, but I think we need to take her cues away. Yeah, if they still drive well, awesome.
I'm just looking for my last DVD of the day.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, like in my family, even on both sides, because usually women outlive men, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But in both my families, both sides, my grandmothers died 20 plus years before the husbands.
My dad's brother, who's about 3 years older than him, he's still going 100% fine. Never had really any health issues his whole bloody life. So it's sort of, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Deb, how are you? Hello, Hook Hook. How are you? Thanks for popping in, you guys. Don't mind me. I'm munching on, I didn't get to a grocery store, only dip in her, so I'm having, like, chips and dip for supper. So don't mind me.
Yeah.
I'll get real food tomorrow.
You got to buy some food for your Aunt Flo.
That's what this is. I went to the store, I got chips and donuts and ice cream bars, yeah. They tell you never to go grocery shopping when you're hungry. Don't go grocery shopping when you're hungry or when it's that time of month.
Yep.
I'm doing awesome, Deb. Glad you're doing good too. What day are we? Wednesday?
Yep.
You're asking the wrong person.
Family reseller is you, right, Nate?
It's Thursday here, yes.
Hey, Melissa. Michelle, Nate, and everyone in the chat just stepped in for a few. My mom's 54 and definitely needs to have her lessons taken away. Yeah, not so much an age thing, but yeah. My mom needed hers taken away years ago.
Well, my mother was never a good driver. Oh.
Hey, family reseller.
She'd be one of those that in a merge, she would stop and then look to see if there's a gap. And it's like, you meant to get up to speed, not stop.
Mm. Yeah. Did we... It's 9:20. I think Dana normally goes live at what, 9:30? Or is it 10 now? Should we raid her and come back? Or just stick around? I don't know.
There's a dirty fly right here.
Deb's doing dishes. Fun stuff, man. You go, girl. Oh, it's Carmen. Okay. See, I knew I recognized that name. I knew it was like in reference to Nate somehow. But hi, Carmen.
Oh, I didn't even notice. It's Carmen. What's she doing? She must be on one of her actual breaks that she gets to have now at her new job. Ooh la la.
That's what I said. So I said family reseller. That's you, right, Nate? But then I saw you talking and more messages coming up. I'm like, okay, maybe it's not.
Hey, Bubala.
I hope you're having a good lunch.
I'm having mine now, and I'm about to go. I've done all the mail, darling. That one idiot still hasn't messaged me back that sent the money to the wrong email address. So,
And that's not a small amount either. Can't get it back.
mm.
Egg salad sandwich. Yum. I love those. They're stinky, but they're yummy. So what do you guys in the chat think? Should we raid Dana and come back? Or just stick around?
But Carmen's here now. That's exciting.
It is, but it's only got our lunch hour.
And we just had Jeremy and Pippa and Ellie and everyone on. Oh, she's gone.
Oh, it's already gone. Bye-bye.
They're all been hanging down the bottom of the stairs waiting for food. Pippa nearly bugged me for my sandwich.
No, Rose says
Exactly.
stick around. I'm not on very often. Alrighty. I'll stick around. Seemed, yeah.
Seemed. Bye, doll.
Mother's Day, to be honest. Alrighty, Chris.
Yeah, my brother's a shocking.
Anniversary party on
My brother's
Saturday.
a shocking driver with directions and all that too. So that's why we rarely. He's been down here once in the 7 years that we lived here because he just doesn't drive anyway.
Okay.
So he inherited her driving ability.
Okay. And Deb's having a birthday and anniversary party on Saturday the 16th at 3 p.m. Central. I'm assuming on YouTube. Otherwise, we wouldn't be announcing it the exact date and time. Are you blue, Deb? Do you have a blue dress? If you are, drop your link.
That's when Coco's having a birthday anniversary. Thingamajigger.
No, it's this Saturday. Mine's this Saturday. Or it's on the 16th.
Okay. Nate, feed the animals so they don't attack. No, you feed them, they attack you more. We've proven this.
Yeah, they become stalker creepy when he gives them carrots.
You give them food, and they're like, okay, where's the rest of it? And then, like, everyone saw it. Jeremy will, like, stare inside the house for the next 5 days, wondering where carrots are. It's like feeding birds at the park, and they expect that. They don't go forage for themselves.
Yeah, literally,
get
like
less
for days
food,
after
you know?
that, Nate would send me pictures on Instagram of Jeremy just still staring in his door, like, where are the carrots? Well, Melissa says, Nate, can you read me a bedtime story? I find your voice very calming.
Aw.
But I don't have an accent.
Sure you don't.
Not one bit. Oh, bugger, I sold something I didn't bring in.
Not for your area.
Period. I think I told you the story when I was in the hotel in West Memphis, sitting with my American friends, and the whole busload of Australian tourists came in and just made like a big kerfuffle and all that, and everyone was just sitting there listening to their accents. And when they left, my friends looked at me and said, "Why don't you sound like that?" Because they're Australians together on a trip, must have just magnified their accent. So they all came in, sounding like Steve Irwin and Crocodile Dundee and crikey this and look at that.
I have to wonder too if they put it on more when they're oot and about in the US or Canada.
The only struggles I had was when I'd go to Subway and I'd ask for wheat bread, and I kept getting white. So I had to be like, "Can I have the brown bread, please, or the green?"
Yeah, brown or whole wheat.
Mm.
I was going to say something, but I don't remember now. Oh well.
Must not have been true.
It was a question, so it had to be true. Just not important, I guess. Oh yeah, I was going to say it wasn't even a question at all. I'm just making stuff up as I go. I'm assuming not everywhere in Australia has the same accent also, just like anywhere in Canada will have a different accent depending where you're from, and especially in the US, they have a whole whack of different accents depending where you're from.
It's slightly different here. It's sort of like we have the Aussie accent, and the more city you are, the less you have it, and then the more, as you go further and further country, that's where they just sound more and more Australian.
Okay.
So it's not really, it's the same accent, but just various grades of it.
Okay.
So you get out, you get in the outback, and it's like they're nearly speaking a different language that even, city people would be like, what?
Ah! Sorry. I just dropped the lid to my dip.
Whereas you talk to someone from like a Sydney and like you'd barely even know they're Aussie, some of them. Like it's a very flat accent.
Yeah. Like even in Canada, I mean, most of us, we understand the oot and a boot, even though it's not actually oot and a boot, but to the untrained ear, I can see it sounding like that. But get me chit-chatting with like a straight up Newfoundlander. OMG, man. It's like a whole nother language.
When I worked in the freezer in Walmart with a newfie, and people would just sit outside and listen to our conversations, and like I could barely understand a word that's
right.
I still found the Jamaican Canadian funny.
I have to say though, like I used to do tech service on the telephone, and the hardest accent to understand on the phone is a straight up Aussie accent. British, French Parisian accent, no problem. I mean, it's definitely harder than the Quebecois accent, but the Aussie accent is super hard over the phone to comprehend sometimes, especially when
we've got a series of ads at the moment. It's like for Amazon Echo and things like that, and it's this TV presenter that she's very Bogan like, and so she'll like she'll say stuff very Australian, but they'll say Amazon now speaks Australian. So she'll go through the whole grocery list, and it's all like bog rolls for toilet rolls and things like that. And then
it's called bog roll.
Bog roll, yeah. And when she wakes up, it's like, don't stone the crows, Alexa, shut it down. So it's like saying that Amazon's learning Australian, and it knows what we're saying if we really speak Australian language. You didn't know about bog rolls? Nappies, and it's a whole lot of stuff that she says.
I know nappies or diapers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but bog rolls I never heard of.
I'll see if I can find it.
Actually, one of my husband's best friends, because my husband is technically French Quebecois, and he speaks better English than French now because he's been aside from me, English women most of his life. But his best friend is like super duper French Quebecois, and he has the setting on his GPS to be like a rude butted French Quebecois swearing. It's hilarious. I won't say them online, but we went to England to meet friends. Their kids said they understood my husband, who was totally French. They understood him, but not me. I'm a little French. Go figure. Huh. That's strange. What do you mean by little French? What's that link, Nate?
That's the Amazon Prime video with her going through the grocery list of Australian items.
Okay, I'm going to save that and bookmark it to watch it later. Hello. Oh. Forgot I can't copy a link from the screen. I can't copy it either. It's going to show it. Hang on. Okay, I'm just going to show it so that I can I can copy it.
That was nice of Carmen to drop in like she did.
Yeah.
She got bored on her lunch break yesterday. I thought that's hilarious because she's been begging for lunch breaks for 2 years, and now that she's got them, it's like, well, I don't want to sit here the whole time.
What the heck?
If you think you understand English, then watch that ad and see if you can understand Australian.
I'm just trying to save the freaking link. It's not letting me. Hang on.
Because we tone it down with you guys a lot. Like we.
Okay, I'm trying to hide the comment now. There we go. Okay, I think I need to actually go to YouTube to copy the link. What a pain in the butt. Mute tab.
Well, that was me with Japanese too. I could get Japanese down a little bit, but in terms of reading it and writing it, that's like, it's one thing to learn, German, French, that sort of stuff, but to learn Japanese, it's like, I've got to learn art as well as the language, because you got to learn how to draw the body, and you get it slightly wrong. It's a whole nother word. It's like,
Well, I'm going to drop down because 5 o'clock in the morning comes really early. It's 9:30. Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks
So
for coming
I will
up.
probably
Appreciate
waking
you.
up when you go to bed.
We'll see. I came on super early tonight, so we'll see how long I stay on. So I'm trying to go do a 12-hour on Saturday, so I don't know how long I'll be up today, but appreciate you being here.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me. We'll
Anytime.
hang out on Saturday.
Yay!
It's going to be exciting.
Yay!
Yay! Great
Well,
night, everybody.
Fun. Bye.
well, now you're going to wish you did that raid because I'm going to go too.
You're going to?
Yeah, I'm going to get mail done and get to gym and all that and get home.
Okie doke. Well, thanks for coming, Nate.
That's all right. I was down here working and I saw you, like, I know you had to charge your headsets and all that. I'm like, come on, I'm here now. I can be working and talking, like actually be productive. I've just got one more that came through. I don't have any envelopes down here, and then I'll have a shower and head to the town and to gym.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, have a great rest of your day. I may or may not be here when you get back.
See you, everyone. Come on, someone
Give everyone
jump up.
A scratch on their head for me.
Will do. Even Carmen will give her a nice little scratch on the head.
Please don't do that. Oh my goodness. Oh, hang on. Okay, so Suzanne says, understand French, don't read or write. Okay. I can read French. I can speak French. I understand French. I need a little help with spelling in French, though. Just because it's been so long since I regularly wrote in French. I would love to learn German, says Deb. Me too. Me too. I picked up a few words here and there because of my grandparents, my oma and my opa, but not enough to like have a conversation or anything. All right. Deb says she'll be right back. And Melissa said bye. Saying bye to Nate. Or are you leaving, Melissa? Wriggles taking up too. Later, Wriggles. Thanks for coming. You want to come up, Chris? Since you said you'd rather stick around than raid someone? To Nate and to Michelle. Okie doke. My husband is Acadian French. Doesn't really understand the Quebecois French. Okay. What's Acadian? Is that like... It's part of Quebec also, right? Acadian French? But just more like the English version of Newfoundlander French, if I'm not mistaken. Like, are they the ones that came up with like that folk music and stuff in French? I'm not as well versed in French Quebecois as I should be, I suppose, living here and such, but Well, you're better than me. I'm fluent in German. That's awesome, Debbie. I would love to be. I actually had the opportunity to go to university in Germany. My grandparents were going to pay for it. I had family that I could stay with, but I met my first husband shortly before that. So love makes you do stupid things. Still here lurking. Okie dokie, Teresa. German Ellie and Ellie are lying down now, looking all sad. Oh, the poor baby's got no carrots. Keep us updated if any news and stuff. Love to, but I'm buried in stuff trying to clean and making it twice as bad. It always gets worse before it gets better, Chris. Don't let it get to you. He's from Nova Scotia. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Acadian in Louisiana. Okay. Yeah. It's crazy too, because like Quebec isn't, I mean, it's a big province for sure, but even within Quebec, there's different accents and everything all over. It's crazy. French Canadian isn't real French. It's not, well, just like Canadian English French isn't real English. Same difference. British English is real English. Parisian French is real French. But we take bits and pieces from all over and we make our own little thing. It's American Canadian. Yeah. Okay. From what I understand, like a lot of, like anywhere else, people love the French language because Parisian French, that sounds like it's just from Paris, but you know what I mean? Like French from France is a very romantic language, whereas French Quebecois is very harsh and in your face and not even almost romantic sounding. Louis the 14th. Okay. Yeah. Quebec French is very different from France French for sure. The French Quarter in New Orleans and all around. Okay, I didn't realize there was a French Quarter in New Orleans. Okay. Well, I guess that's where Mardi Gras comes from, right? Fat Tuesday is Mardi Gras. Duh. I never put two and two together before. Nate says, poor Quebecers head over to France thinking they can speak the local language. Nope, it's like cavemen talking to aristocrats. Pretty much. But like you travel around, and there was a point where I went to Mexico for my ex sister-in-law's wedding, and some of her friends, if they agreed to go to like a timeshare sales pitch, they got a discount on renting a Jeep. So my husband and I were the only ones married, or a couple at the time, so they sent us instead. But the guy told us specifically, the rental guy, he's like, don't tell them you're from Quebec. Tell them you're from Toronto. Because nobody wants Quebecers around because, I don't know, a lot of us are hoity-toity and don't understand why the whole rest of the world doesn't speak French Quebecois. Not all for sure. But the ones that are known are like the French Karens, you know? Just like the worst of everybody, no matter what denomination, language, ethnicity, whatever, they're the ones that up on the news. And they're the ones people remember, unfortunately. So it's a very big French population. Yeah, makes sense now. It took a second for the light bulb to click over my head, but yeah, it makes sense that New Orleans would have a French population. Is it like, I'm assuming it's very different from French Quebecois, though. I would assume. Nobody likes Toronto. Why? Why does nobody like Toronto? They like Toronto better than Quebecers. Like I said, I'm not allowed to tell people I'm from Quebec. They won't like me if I say that when I go elsewhere. Toronto. Oh, goodness. I think I might want another donut, guys. But I just polished off a bag of chips, so I probably shouldn't. There was a movie called that. A movie called Toronto? Oh, the movie was called Nobody Likes Toronto. I've never seen that. Oh, what's the one called? Best bilingual movie I've ever seen in my life. Was it Good Cop, Bone Cop, or Bone Cop, Good Cop? Can't remember which the order with which it was, but there's a murder on the Quebec-Ontario border. So an Ontario detective and a Quebec detective have to work together to solve the murder. And it's freaking hilarious. I mean, they have subtitles in either language, but when you understand both languages, it's even funnier because like you don't have to read the subtitles. But it is so funny. I love that movie. I think it's Bone Cop, Good Cop, or Good Cop, Bone Cop. Freaking break, I can't remember, but it's one of the two. Have any of you all seen that? It was very well done because like, so many times you'll watch a movie. Rose says yes, my husband loved that movie too. Yeah, I love that freaking movie. But so many times you'll watch a movie, like even a high-end movie, like a big money movie. They'll have someone from Quebec, and the accent isn't even remotely close to a Quebec accent, and it. I mean, I guess not a lot of people would know the difference, I guess, but when you're from Quebec, it ticks you off, man. Like how, like you're a big budget movie. How hard is it to research what an actual Quebec accent sound like? So often there'll be like someone from Quebec with like a France accent. Say that's 5 times fast. Jeez Louise. I'm not even gonna try it. But yeah, that ticks me off. I've been away from Canada for so long. The last job I applied for there was Blockbuster. Holy smokes. That was a while ago, Nate. Let's All Hate Toronto. So that's the name of the movie, Let's All Hate Toronto? Okay. Let's All Hate Toronto. I'm going to have to look that up. Is it a comedy, I would assume? Yeah, that's a while for sure. I think the last time I went to Blockbuster was during my first marriage, which was with Cody's dad. So like over 20 years ago. If you think French is hard, you should try Creole, Haitian. Oh, good Lord. No, thank you. Yeah, like even like Chinese or Japanese, like I could not, because it could be the exact same word, and depending where you put the emphasis on the word, changes the whole word. Like I'd be too afraid to offend people. Yeah, it's a comedy. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Almost forgot about Blockbuster. A lot of us have forgot about Blockbuster. Oh my goodness. What am I looking for? Dig it in my bag of tricks here. Come on, get out. And Hollywood Video. Oh, I didn't have that one up in Quebec. We had Blockbuster. We had, I don't know. I think Blockbuster is the only one that we had that was also elsewhere. I made so much money selling Blockbuster exclusives on eBay to Australians and others. Trailer Park Boys, the movie, the Canadian, the Blockbuster exclusive. I still have, really? Well, you just assume like some things at some point would just eventually be available everywhere, but I guess not. We had Video Van. Yeah, in the town I grew up in, we had Blockbuster and we had Video Quebec, which wasn't like a franchise or anything, I don't think. Actually, I actually worked for Video Quebec. They're the ones that made me go at 16 years old clean up the porno room. Went to Rogers movies as well. Oh, really? We didn't have a Rogers video place. They delivered with popcorn. Wow. I guess that's where the van comes in. That's kind of nifty. They had WWE videos with bonus exclusives, extra DVDs. Sold so many. Wow. Jeez Louise. I would actually still do that, Debbie. Yeah, me too. You're gonna bring me some popcorn too? I'm gonna order a video from you. Oh, things are falling. Coco's making a mess, guys. I'm trying not to make a loud noise. Like I have, under there is like my cocktail can receptacles. But when I toss them in there, it makes a big clank. So I'm trying to put them all here. I keep kicking them over. I usually like pull up my receptacles after the lives. I'm a legal hustler. That's my job, basically. Cool. Pretty cool because they were always in the area, just driving around. Oh, that's freaking awesome. So kind of like a movie ice cream truck. That's freaking awesome. You're like ice cream music. You're like, ooh, movie time. Yeah. That would probably still do well despite everything else. Just because the popcorn, man. You can never have too much popcorn. Oh my goodness. And I haven't even had an ice cream truck in forever. That's very sadful. I miss the ice cream truck. Oh, wrong way. I was trying to flip this way. There we go. Everything's backwards on camera. Hey, Cindy, are you lurking? Have you heard any news from Lisa? Did she arrive okay? She might not be lurking, but just in case. I know she got on the plane and everything. I heard that. But I don't know if she's arrived yet or all that stuff. Yes. If you had to be a member, and then you would call and see what they had on the van. Well, that's awesome. Did like everything, their entire inventory is what they had on the van, or they could go somewhere else and pick up something else? It took years for Carmen to trust what I do. First time you sell a 50-cent hat for $200, it gets you some face. I can imagine. Jeez Louise. I'm just so bad at getting to the post office. Like I still like right here in envelopes. And it's not even far. I'm just so bad at leaving my house. I have like a couple of giveaway gifts to send off. So I got out tomorrow, get to the post office to send those off. Debbie, were you in Alaska when you drove with popcorn and DVD? Oh, Debbie, you were the one actually doing it? Hang on. I was wondering if Lisa made it on too. She was so nervous to travel. Yeah, I know she made it on the plane. I got an update that she was on the plane, but no news on, well, I guess, it's the first time she's seeing her granddaughter, right? So she's got better things to do than to let us know she got there okay. So I'm sure we'll hear from her soon. Oh, they had a store as a home base. Okay, cool. Nate, I would love to pick your brain and learn the trade. That's from Pixie. But you leave the house when you run out of Smurfettes. I did go out today, not just for the Smurfettes. They just happened to be there when I was getting some food. But post office is opposite direction. Like there's no dipper or any kind of store other than like no food type store. There's like the Yarny everything store and the post office and some clothing stores. That's all that's around them. But I was like, I looked so much back because I was literally out of everything, and my car's not working. So I was walking back, and I was looking at the park on the way home. Like, I should sit down for a few, but I didn't. I'm like, the house is right there. I can do it. So yeah, by the time I got back with the stuff I had nothing left. I wasn't going anywhere else. And it says Pixie. That's why I started YouTube. I was eBaying before smartphones and YouTubers. Had to learn myself. Do they pick up at your house? I'm assuming that's for Deb. Yeah. Do you have to return them on your own, or will they come? Will they come pick up your returns? I stopped 3 times climbing the mountain. I can hear you. I'm usually not that bad with walking back, but like I said, it's been cool the last few days. So I wore my leather jacket, but I went up to 20, and I didn't bother to check the weather before I left. So I'm like walking back with like super heavy stuff, wearing a leather jacket in 20-degree weather, which for the US people, that's like 70. And right before that, I went down to get my shoes before I left the house and threw my back out. So yeah, it was an endeavor. And the dogs wanted to pee so bad. I'm like, you have to wait. I can't get off the floor. The video was 3 days either way. Okay. So, well, hang on. Where'd it go? So you have a bunch of videos about it. People online as resellers who have been selling 2 years for advice on YouTube as they are popular, reselling for over 25 years. Very cool. Yeah, it has dozens of videos. If that's the case, I feel a binge watch coming on. Are you guys sub to Nate? Picks up at your house. I haven't been to post up. I don't think they do. It's a really small town, and they won't even deliver mail to my door. So I don't think they'll come to my door to pick up my mail. I suppose I could look into it, though. But yeah, I would assume if they're not willing to deliver mail to my door, they're not going to pick up my mail at my door. Has it all been straight out with your neighbor? It has, but it hasn't. We shook hands. We made up. She put up a temporary blockade so my dog, I don't have to run down and hold up a baby gate when I go pee. But I told her by Friday I need the real gate built because I need to be able to get the garbage bin out. And she did not. And we are now Wednesday of the following week, and it's still just a bed frame tied to my fence. I still can't get the garbage bin out, but this is week 2 now, and I'm going to need to get my garbage bin out. So I am very quickly losing patience with crazy lady downstairs. But I just, like, I've never been a complainer, and I don't want to sound like a Karen to the landlord. You know, I don't like to complain, but like, we made up. We made an agreement. Follow through on your end, you know? I don't know. It'll be what it'll be. I mean, it still needs to move over a bit more, according to the landlord's instructions to her that she chose to ignore. But at the very least, my dogs can go down and pee. But yeah, I still need to be able to get the garbage bin out because I have garbage that needs to go out. I used to sell online, used to go to post office and stand in line for an hour. Now I get everything boxed and delivered to the house, and I print shipping label and schedule a pickup the next day. Now, see, that would be freaking awesome. But I'll look into it. I will definitely look into it, but I really don't think they offer that here. But I will look at, like, and again, too, like, it's not like I mail out that much. But when I do, it usually takes me a couple of weeks longer than it should to get it out. Because that's literally the only thing I'll do going in that direction. Unless I'm doing groceries or whatnot, which I don't have a car for. So if I was like driving to groceries, I'd probably just stop and do what I gotta do on my way. But yeah. And it's cheaper? Yeah, I'm gonna look into that because I don't know. Without a car, it's hard. Yeah, for sure. Like as it is, I've been spending way more on groceries than I should be because the only grocery store in the area that delivers is a more expensive grocery store. Plus you pay $4 for them putting your stuff together, $4 for the delivery fee, plus you got to tip the driver. So on top of the more extravagant prices to begin with, you're paying like at least $12 extra just to have it delivered. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm gonna have the car towed, I think, tomorrow. Have it towed, get an estimate on the car. Hubby said he would pay for it if it's not something ridiculous. So we'll see. Fingers crossed it's nothing ridiculous, and then I can get it fixed. So anyone that wasn't here before, what are you up to? Good luck. Yeah. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers and toes and eyes if you can do it. So it turns out I'm not as hyper early in the day as my late night lives. Jeez, it's fun getting older, huh? For real, Teresa. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, there's Nate's link. Anyone that wants to check Nate out, he just dropped his link. Honestly, I've been feeling great back wise, like, a little achy in the mornings or whatever, but I don't know. I've never had to reach down and grab I had my hands full of my clothes because I was going to shower and get changed. So, I don't know. I bent down to get my shoes and then I was on the floor. They're bringing us dinner, so I think we're here a while. Oh, wow. They never bring us dinner in the ER. Well, that's good at least. I mean, it sucks that you're going to be there for a while, but at least they're bringing you something to eat. Please. Her daughter, Debbie, has been having hallucinations from a medication that was prescribed. Was going to get tested, checked out, but they strip searched her pretty much and scanned her for stuff, even though she's 9 years old. Still waiting on a mental health team. Like, do they seriously think she's making it up? Like, just change her meds and see how that goes. Is it her first time ever on ADHD meds? Or is it just a change of meds that cause the hallucinations? Because if that's the case, like, first thing to do is just try a different medication. Hello? I don't know. Hopefully you're covered for all this. Like, that's a lot more expensive than bringing extra teams in and stuff. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a good question, Debbie. Did you call? Do you have a family doctor or a pediatrician for her? Have you contacted them? They have something to reverse it? For real? Because it's ADHD meds, and depending on the meds, it should be out of your system completely within, depending on the meds, 3 to 24 hours. It's completely out of your system. They told us they are crazy busy. This is her first ADHD med, but we have to be selective because of meds she's on for her arthritis. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. But again, that could be it. Because like I said, no ADHD meds have ever given me hallucinations, but it could be a counteractive thing with another medication. So I don't understand what mental health has anything to do with this. But I don't know. Or is it just the mental health department for her ADHD to figure out what's the best medication for her to be on? See, that wouldn't be such a bad thing then. But in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, first, when you first mentioned mental health, I thought they were thinking she's crazy, making it up, and blah, blah, blah. But if it's mental health specifically for ADHD, to try to figure out the best meds for her, that makes more sense. They can reverse narcotics. Okay. None left now. Does Teresa not have... Teresa doesn't have a wrench? For real? I think she's just always on my panel. I never bothered. Hang on. There, she has a wrench now. There you go. Teresa has a wrench. Huh? To what? Was it my really long-winded question or the fact that you didn't have a wrench? But you do now. I forgot that I added a whole whack. Oh, hang on. I added a whole whack of mods way back when I first started doing lives and stuff. But you're still kind of new compared to when I first started doing lives. Never needed one before. Yeah, for real. And when she started coming around, she almost immediately was on my panel. So, but yeah, but she has a wrench now. Pretty in blue. I was always on panel, so I never needed one. Yeah. Well, at least now, if you need to drop a link, you can. Only mods can drop links. Sorry, I inhaled my spit. That's not good. Hi, Joy. I was trying to say hi, Joy, as I was like swallowing, and it did weird things to my throat. How are you, Joy? What are you up to? Oh my goodness. The things that happen to me are ridiculous. I don't even know how to breathe and swallow properly. And don't get dirty. I mean, guys in the chat. Not what I meant. The giveaway reaches. So take one. I'm not sure what you mean, Suzanne. Your giveaway reaches. I'll take one. I need you to decipher that one. She hasn't taken her meds in 2 nights, and she's still seeing shadows. So we're very concerned what's happening to. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's very concerning because the longest lasting ADHD med I know of is 24 hours. So it's been 2 nights. Yeah, something else is going on for sure. What's the wrench for? The wrench, it means you're a mod. It means you're a moderator on my channel. Maybe reach arounds. No, I think she meant wrench. Oh, goodness. Oh, Teresa's laughing at Nate. That's how you keep a man. That's how you keep a man. I'm lost now. What did I say? That's how you keep a man. Oh. You're a prevert, Nate. Can wipe out the trolls. Yeah. Yeah, you can play Whack-A-Troll when you're a mod. All right, take care, Nate. Good luck with everything. Don't forget to give everybody but Carmen a scratch on the head. Oh, good Lord, Nate. Was out running around, stopped at drive-thru, kind of got up to window. The girl said the man in front of you paid for your meal and told you to have a nice day. Brought me to tears. Oh, that's so sweet. I've never been caught in one of those. Cindy was. Cindy, the crocheter A. She was stuck in one of those. And everyone just kept paying the next person for like 30 some odd, whatever people. That's freaking awesome. Everyone saying goodbye to Nate. Debbie says, buy Jeremy some carrots. He can't. Jeremy will stalk him for a week after. What'd you get? What'd you get, Joy? I had someone bought me a Subway. That's awesome. Yeah, that is very cool. With all the bull crud going on, it's it's nice to know there's still good people out there, you know? Go with Arby's. Yum. Do with coffee drive-thrus. Yeah. Yeah, it was Tim Hortons, I believe, that it happened to Cindy. Don't mind me, I'm just putting some sparkle nail polish over my purple nail polish. It could be all fancy schmancy if I decide to do a tutorial. There was none behind me in the store. I waited a little while. Oh, that sucks, but still awesome that happened. It's kind of like helps you to regain your. There's a word. I can't think of words tonight. What the frickin' frick, guys? Your something in humanity. Why can't I think of the word? Got food for an elderly couple behind me just to make their day. I took off before they could say anything. That's awesome, Teresa. Oh, pay it forward. Awesome. What's the word I was looking for, though? Regain your something in humanity. Why can't I think of words? I really can't even think of words right now. It's literally at the tip of my tongue, but it's not coming out. Not belief. Oh my goodness. You know what it is too, is like I have not had my ADHD meds in probably like 4 days because I ran out and couldn't afford them. So yeah, I'm usually a lot better at remembering words when I have my meds. But I'm hoping if I talk to hubby tomorrow, he'll maybe give me some money for some meds. Show a little kindness, yeah. I just like to make people happy, especially when they don't expect it. Yeah, that's the best kind, is like you see all these people. I mean, it's awesome that these YouTubers and whatever are donating to like the homeless and whatever. When you're doing it on camera, that's more for you than them. It's amazing when it's like incognito, you know? There's no glory for you. You just do it because you want to. Aren't meds free in Canada? Context. The context was restores your faith in humanity. Sorry, the word came to me now. Yeah, meds aren't all free in Canada. There are certain meds that come to almost free. Like if you're under 12, no, if you're under 18, all meds are free, completely free. Under the government, well, in Quebec anyway, all meds are free up to the age of 18. After 18, you have like a deductible, but there are some meds that are, glad I could help. Thank you, Teresa. Because the thing is, I can take Ritalin, which could be almost free. I think it ends up costing me just the deductible, which is like 10 to 12 bucks Canadian per month. But the thing with Ritalin is I need to take it 3 times per day. And someone with ADHD, it's hard to remember to take it 3 times per day at the same time every day. So yeah, if you do that, like there are certain meds that will cost more because not that they're more effective, but they're just more expensive, and only your doctor literally needs to, on your prescription, has to put a specific code to say, yes, she needs this, rather than the easier and cheaper one. But yeah, so the Vyvanse I take is usually good for anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. So I switched to that over the C word, because if I go into carpentry, I cannot stop in the middle of building something or holding up a wall to take the second or third dose of the Ritalin. And I am extremely accident prone when I'm not medicated. So yeah, but I do get a discount on it. Like it's normally, if I didn't have any coverage at all, it's normally like, it's well over $100 for my prescription. But with the somewhat coverage, it ends up costing me like 50 or $60, which is still way better. And it was my choice to switch to that one because it's better for my field of work when I do finally get a job after all this. So yeah. So again, most things are covered, but if you have options of like 3 pills a day or 1 pill a day, there is somewhat of a cost for it. So it varies by quantity, cost, frequency, and necessity. Exactly, Teresa. Exactly. Is that bad not being weaned off? Well, she's only been on it for 2 days. Chances are it was not wasn't like a super high dose. Normally they start you on the lowest dose and work their way up. So if she was on the first dose, she wouldn't need to be weaned off because it was just that first dose. But yeah, but somebody like me who's taking Vyvanse at, what am I taking, 50 milligrams? I could have withdrawal if I don't wean myself off, but I've been taking it for over a year and worked my way up to 50 milligrams where I started at 10. So, but because Teresa's daughter, she's only been taking it for 2 days, she's probably on the lowest dose possible. 1 milligram a month. No, but just started having these symptoms. Oh, okay. So she's been on the meds for a while, but only recently started getting the symptoms. Was something added for her other? You said she was on another medication also for her arthritis. Was something added on that side? That's crazy. Because just going back to like a lot of people, wait, nothing new added, although it is a new refill. And they didn't increase the milligrams or anything on that new refill? That's so weird. Yeah, that's definitely odd. Yeah. But like I was about to say is like a lot of people don't believe that ADHD is real or just need more discipline or whatnot. But as a almost 47-year-old, I can tell you that it is a very real thing. And just to show the extent, when I was on my meds in school, I was still on the 3 times per day Ritalin. And get up and chat on cam. Am I boring you, Nate? Thought you were leaving. But yeah. So when I was still in school, because it wasn't that particular was not covered for adults at the time, so I was still on my Ritalin, needing three doses per day. During exams, we have the choice of whether or not to take our break. I was getting close to finishing my exam, and when medicated, I did not injure myself at all, at all. But it was about an hour past when I should have taken my meds because I chose to skip my break for the extra 15 minutes of time just to finish my exam earlier. And I was screwing in a 3-inch screw. We were doing how to lay out where to build a foundation or whatnot, or where to dig. And you have to, like, anyway, I'm not going to get into details, but we had to put up batter boards, which helps you to string things to show exactly where the points are of the house or building you're going to build, right? So I'm screwing in a 3-inch screw, and I slipped, and this, not the screw, but but the screwdriver with the Roberts bit, which is the square one, kept spinning. It happened so fast. The drill was spinning, and it went into my thumb, because you don't pay as much attention, and it's not deliberate. You just don't pay as much attention because you can't when you have ADHD. So you do injure yourself more. You are more clumsy. You are, like, it just happens. Yeah. Debbie said, what, am I boring you too? Someone would come up and keep me company if I'm boring everybody. Apologies if I am. I just talk about what comes up, what jumps into my brain. And again, I'm not medicated, so, like, squirrel, I go off on my own little tangents. Usually stay more on topic. Forgot to check the time when I put my sparkle nail polish, so I know it's safe to dig into things. How did the higher people... That's the thing, is like ADHD, it's a spectrum. Just like autism, ADHD is a spectrum. There are different levels. And if you're medicated for it, it is very manageable. And if you're in the beginning of the spectrum, it's even manageable by diet and exercise and other things. But if you're on the other end of the spectrum of it, you need to be medicated. Well, for certain things. I mean, some people, like, there are good aspects to it too, because we can hyper focus and get, like, so much stuff done. It is ridiculous. Like, when I am hyper focused on something, I will bang out so much work. You would not, like, more than any other employee. But yes, when it comes to things where you can harm yourself, medication is highly advised. There's no guarantee that people take their meds. Yeah, it's definitely true. But people that don't take their meds, if they're in that line of work, and if it's a severe case of it, that's at their own risk, I guess, you know? Because it's not like the company is held accountable for it. It's up here, it's something called CSST, which is like the job injury equivalent to unemployment. So, yeah. It's like Coco, no worries. Yeah. My son has ADHD as a child and was medicated with Ritalin. Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's only a kid's thing. They'll grow out of it. And don't get me wrong, a lot of them do. A lot of people will grow out of their ADHD, or that it'll become more manageable as they become older. But some people it won't. Like me, I was only diagnosed at 40. So I spent 40 years thinking I'm just lazy, stupid, and clumsy. Because it presents differently and in men and women, girls and boys, and vice versa. So I was just a daydreamer who didn't care, pretty much, growing up. And I got so much cred for it. Hey, Brandon, how are you? I need a linky poo again. thought you were going out in a boot, Nate. Wait, I don't think that's the right link. Hang on. That's the link Nate posted before that I copied and pasted elsewhere. Hang on. I stopped the meds after high school and I believed he could take OT. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Debbie. I know plenty of people who have learned how to adapt well without meds. Yeah, again, like I said, it's a spectrum. Some people can adapt. Some people cannot. But it was just a matter of like, if I was going to sit here my whole life and just crochet, I would not hurt myself. So I may try to take a lesser dose just to be able to get things done that I need to get done. But if I'm in a field where I could physically harm myself, I'm going to take the precaution, take the meds necessary, and yeah. Sure, Brendan. Franklin and Tiger's teeth. Oh, that's just Franklin's feet. Right with you, Brandon. Hey, Brandon.
Hello.
Puppy feet. He didn't care either.
So what do you think of my room? Was anything different?
Oh yeah, you had like very different walls before. Definitely more you. Are those trees on your wall or like a map? Oh, it's a map. Okay, that's cool. Did any school work because
Everyone in my community is going to be put on this wall with little pins
okay, well, that's awesome.
and string.
That's a very cool idea, Brandon.
Yeah, like
exactly, Joy. A lot of teens think they know everything.
I don't know when my parents are going to order it, but I'm going to have a couch, like a bed couch, along there.
Okay. Okay, well, that's cool.
So,
Very cool. Teresa says, I have ADHD and I've never been on meds for personal reasons. For teachers,
needs a bit more height, Paul. Hey, no.
Her. Yeah. I gotta say though, Teresa, the fact that teachers spotted a girl that might need it shows that we're making advancements. Because way back in the day, they would only prescribe or suggest medication for boys because they present more hyper and disruptive. So the teachers didn't care if the girls in the class were just daydreamers, because they weren't disruptive. So they didn't notice them. But yeah, she's definitely on the wrong meds if it's causing these issues. But it doesn't mean she can't benefit from the proper ones. That's like people saying to diabetics they don't need insulin.
Is it like
exactly,
meds
Suzanne.
for OCD or something different?
We're talking about meds for ADHD.
Oh.
Yeah. But like I said, some people can if it's a milder case, but some are more severe and do need it. Yeah. And like autism, you have autism, right, Brandon?
Yeah. I don't need anything.
Yeah. Okay.
But I get what
like
you
autism.
mean with certain type of autisms for, like, for example, the ones that suddenly get upset out of the blue. I get what you mean with them ones, that type of autism where they can't control when they're about to get angry.
Yeah, my son has autism, and before he was medicated, I chose to medicate him when he would start to self-harm. When he would get angry, he would bang his head into a wall, a floor, the car door. If he didn't have anything around, he would grab something up and hit himself in the head. And that's why I decided, okay, yes, he definitely needs to be medicated. Otherwise, he'll cause his own more severe.
Like, he doesn't know when it's about to happen. He just suddenly does it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like autism, ADHD has a spectrum. Some are mild, some are more severe. So
some spectrums where they could be non-verbal.
Individual to decide what's right for them.
Because when I was little, I used to be shy and I was like non-verbal. I didn't learn to speak or anything. I had to go speech therapy to learn to speak.
Okay. Oh, Brandon, we're on puppy sitting duty. Nate's taken off, and we got like the Franklin and Tiger cam. Yeah, exactly. Like, trust me, I've tried everything I can think of in the 40 years before I was officially diagnosed. Like, I was aware around 30 that this is probably what's wrong with me. And I've tried every non-medicated option in the books, and it did not work. So, call it a response. Tiger! Tiger! He's not responding, Nate. Franklin! They're just sad that you're gone. This has
Franklin.
Genius IQ, but an introvert. Oh, he's looking. He's looking to see where he's talking from. Hi, Tiger. That one's Tiger. There's Franklin.
There's Tiger.
Like, where's that noise coming from?
Franklin, Tiger.
It's Coco, Franklin. Battery will die soonish. Alrighty, it'll be fun to watch them while the battery lasts.
Oh,
hang on, Debbie.
Yeah, that's what I do when I'm on my phone in bed. I use it till the battery goes, so it will generally stop me staying on my phone all night.
Hey, Franklin. Where's Coco?
Hi, Franklin.
Where's Coco? Like, I hear people, but I don't see people. Debbie says, my son was never hyperactive. He was only hyperactive waiting to answer questions because he knew the answers before the computer would allow him to answer. Yeah, exactly, though, Debbie. Like, there's different presentations also. There's hyperactivity presentation and also inattentive presentation, which kind of just shows more as daydreamers. But that is more common in women than men. But it doesn't mean there isn't any crossover. There are some hyperactive women, and there are some non-hyperactive men, or boys, girls, you know what I mean. Joy says, my oldest has Asperger's, genius IQ, but introvert, no meds. Yeah, whatever works for them, man. If you don't need meds, don't take them.
Basically, many brands. Hold on, let me get the basket.
Night Rose, see you on Saturday.
There's many brands.
Sorry,
That's
cute.
UK. It's basket.
Okay.
And it can also turn into a shelf as well. But the shelf is crap.
Hey, Suzanne. Thanks for coming. That is my son. His Mensa didn't go to college because he thought he was smarter than everyone. They used to skip kids that were smarter than the average, but they don't do that anymore. But they also don't hold back kids that don't deserve to move forward, which is super weird. Hopefully Carms drops in again. I hope so, Nate. Carms is fun. Hi, Franklin. You looking for Coco? Are you looking for Coco, Franklin? Where's Franklin? He hears me. He knows exactly where the noise is coming from.
Looks like one of them is on the bed.
Yeah,
one of them
Tiger.
is in bed.
Yeah. Tiger's like, I don't see anybody. Screw you guys. But Franklin wants to know where it's coming from. Hey, Franklin. Oh my goodness.
I think the head is going.
Probably. I wish we could see it. Franklin, back up so we can see your head doing weird things. Oh, there's your face. Part of it. Hey, Franklin.
Down a bit.
Hey, baby boy.
Head down a bit.
Look at Franklin. Aww.
Franklin, sit. Sit. Franklin, sit. Sit.
He didn't want to.
No.
Too busy trying to figure out where our voices are coming from.
No, he's like, no. No voices. I don't
There he
want to do
goes. There's Franklin. Look at Franklin and the tiger.
that.
He's like, are you saying that? No. Are you saying that? Oh my god, I love dogs. He's in the laundry basket.
I don't know what day it was, but when it was mine and my friend's 10 years anniversary of our friendship, she sent a box
Mhm.
full of American sweets, American candy, toys and stuff like that. And got some of these.
Ooh, Pop Rocks. Those are fun. Have you tried them yet?
I have tried them. I just haven't got around to this flavour yet.
Ryan is at college, but not living up to his potential. Don't know if it's lack of self-esteem or he's being lazy. He hates homework. Yeah, I never did homework. I almost never did homework, Joy. It could be, especially in college, that like my son, Cody, he has ADHD also, and they prescribed him a medication that turned him into a zombie, which just meant he's on the wrong meds. But at the time, I didn't know as much about ADHD as I do now, so I allowed him to go off of it. But yeah, he's not being lazy. It's ADHD, and medication would help as long as it's the right meds. I never did homework. I passed high school just because of the random stuff I remember. I have a really good memory for certain things, and yet I'll forget what I had for dinner yesterday. You know, it's so random.
That's one fifth my autism. Like, forget what day it is, forget what time it is, forget when to get up out of bed. I normally wake up like lunchtime.
Mhm.
And also, like, I can remember stuff such as when I was like, no, 3 when I got my head stuck in my garden fence. It's really
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. And Debbie says now he's an engineer for the Department of Defense on a military base in top secret security. He's 36 years old and just finished college online because he had to make top security and more money. Yeah, exactly. Some people need it, some people don't. If you can get around it with other ways of dealing with it,
It looks
by all
like
means, do it.
Nightbot is saying about members. Is he saying about just promoting about the
Oh,
memberships?
did you see a trophy?
It just says like members.
Okay, because a lot of
New
times people on my
channel
panel will
member.
get a trophy, look at like a trophy when I get like 100 comments or whatever, which is so random because I don't see it. Nobody in the chat sees it. I don't even understand the point of it. But yeah. But again, like if you don't need meds, don't take meds. But don't let embarrassment of taking meds stop you from taking meds that you could like legit benefit from. He'd rather play games or watch sports. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's the thing, like, you could be born with it, you could be diagnosed with it, or even you could be grown up with it without you knowing, with autism.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Like,
same way
one
with me
thing,
with ADHD.
one hobby I used to have was moving my room or moving my setup every minute of the day. Like, no, I don't want the couch here. I want it there. I'm a desk over this side of the wall. No, I want it over this side of the wall. I want it that side of the wall. I want it in front of my windowsill. I want it facing in front of the heater. No, I want it back at the front of the window. Because my old office was like a shoebox, so I'm going to carve it
Yeah.
4 directions. Well, this room,
Yeah. And Debbie,
I'm not going to do
everyone
that.
is different. I can research and read a research book till the cows come home, but don't ask me to read a fictional book. I can't do it. I cannot. Her long, flowing blonde hair glistened in the. Okay, she's blonde hair and it's nighttime. Like, move it along. You know, I don't have the patience for that crud. But like, I can research facts till the cows come home. No problem. Oh, just took 20 years to mature late in life. It could be, like I said, some people grow out of it, some people don't, or some people learn to deal with it better than others. What, Brandon?
One of the things that came in my friendship box, this cute dude.
Oh, that's cute. Little wiggly arms. Super cute. Joy says, I wouldn't care so much, but
my webcam's frozen. Is it frozen for you? Am I frozen to you?
Yeah, you're frozen.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's the thing, Joy, too, is like if you worry about what's going to happen when you're not there, get him the treatment
I'm
that's
about to turn my
needed now.
camera
So
off
it's not
and
something
back
that's
on again.
experimented with after the fact.
I pressed the turn it back on. Why is it not?
Yeah,
That's
and that's
weird.
why I'm only gonna be 47 next month, but I've made arrangements that I know my son's on the right
No.
meds now. It's not ADHD, it's autism, but he's on the right meds. I have his 2 older brothers that I let them know that, like, when I'm gone, you make sure he's taking his meds and that he can sort through stuff, and you help him with that. Oftentimes, depending where you are on the spectrum, people with autism don't have a specific concept of monetary value. I'm not talking about you, Brandon. There's a whole
Like
whack
with
of
me,
different
I find it hard
levels.
with money. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like
So,
stimming, like that's one thing I noticed that's starting to happen with me. Like I get the feeling like I need to like go like this with my arms in the morning to yawn, and then my fingers start to go like that kind of movement when I'm stretching.
mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know when that's happening, and also
Mhm.
with like that as well.
Okay, yeah.
As you
Yeah,
can tell,
with
how
me,
much
I
I've
might
been
not
doing
seem, I might not seem
it.
hyper,
Like,
but there's always a part of me that's moving. Either my foot is tapping, or I'm like, you don't see my mouth move, but my teeth are chattering just because some part of me needs to move. Like, I'm not like overtly like in your face hyper, but I need an outlet, whether it's my foot or my teeth, that needs to constantly be moving, especially when I'm unmedicated. But yeah, do what you
also,
gotta
when
do
I'm
to make
sitting
sure
still, my
he's safe
hands,
and sound for when
my
you're not there.
fingers like to do this when I'm just like sitting still.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my fingers and
Yeah.
hands like to
Yeah,
send
and
stuff.
that's where fidget spinners and fidget cubes and fidgeting items come in.
And the
I've never had a
newest one
concept of
called
time.
Poppets. Poppets. That's the newest one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's very relaxing. I thought like it's gonna be like I
Spend more
bought
of the
one
time.
just to see what I like about it and see, like yeah, it's alright at first. Like thinking like yeah, it's gonna be nothing. It's nothing to do with anything. I like feel it and it was nice feeling. Popping them and then turning it off and popping it again.
Yeah.
And also with clothes shopping with my mum, it's hard to do with her. She's like, "What about this? What about that? What about this?" And to me, it's about sensitivity. Like this is nice, soft
Yeah.
material. I like it because it's real
Yeah.
smooth and touchy,
Yeah.
sensory.
A parent of someone who has autism needs to take into account there's a word for it, the sensitivity to feel.
Mm-hmm. Because my fingertips are like feel different. Like
Yeah.
when I look up
Spring
close.
too says she has to move all the time. Yeah. And like it wouldn't be such a big deal. Like for me, like I've been off my meds for a few days now just because I ran out. But it's not a huge deal. Like you don't see it so much, other than I do forget words more often. I cannot argue when I'm off my meds because there's so much that wants to come out of my brain at once that nothing comes out. I just end up crying, even though I'm not sad. I'm angry, but the words won't come out that I want to come out. And
Mm-hmm.
but when I need to get stuff done, like I have phone calls to make that I can't bring myself to do because I have like a phone phobia. I don't know what that's about, but yeah. I mean, again, everyone is different. You do what's best for you, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You do what's best for you.
Because for me,
You do what's best
with
for you and your child.
building people and making friends in the community online, I like to physically see them on panels because it makes more sense to me knowing like, is this a kind person who they're saying as they are from their videos? Like, for example, if they're
Yeah.
playing a character in their videos, you don't know if that's how they actually act in the videos, how they act in real life wise.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a rage video or something like that, you don't know if it's real. And then it makes you feel uncomfortable, like thinking like, would I feel like to subscribe to this person without knowing who they are by talking to them on a panel? Like,
Yeah. Like back in
Like
the
how we
day,
are
I would
now.
never have done a live without my meds because I know I'm going to forget words. But I'm comfortable with you guys that forget my word. I forgot my word. I'll just ask you what the word is I'm looking for. You know, I don't edit my videos generally. I mean, I'll cut out certain things here and there if the video's too long, or I'll fast forward like a tutorial if it's like whatever. But like if I make a mistake in my video, I'm not going to edit it. Like what you see is what you get. That's it. That's
Yeah,
all.
like that's what I try my best to do with my videos.
Yeah.
If I'm like talking too much or anything like that, I try and keep it genuine because it's autism. Like try and keep it how I feel when I'm walking around in life, kind of thing.
Yeah. Joy says he doesn't read
With my
facial
autism
cues,
right now, like
so they said that's what made him go inward and it made him smart enough to know he might say or do the wrong thing. We have always tried to encourage. Yeah, but that's the thing too. If someone is embarrassed on their own, doesn't matter what you say. It's an awareness they need to come up with
I'm
on
just
their
starting the
own.
movements, how my eyes are looking at,
But
like looking there, looking here.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's what
Yeah,
my
Spring Hate's
autism
taking
eyes
phone
are
calls
doing right
also.
now.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the movement of my eyes
Yeah.
doing right now. They're like looking at the corner of the door,
Okay.
looking at the map, looking at the screen.
I appreciate that fact, Brandon, but you're making the rest of us seasick,
This
though.
is yeah, I know. Like when I'm focusing on you, I'm
Making the rest of
focusing
us
on your
seasick.
eyes and lips. Oh, let me open my screen, my camera back. Feed the wire.
Yeah, and my son, like, there are days you'd never know he was even remotely autistic, but there are days that you do know. And there was once he wanted me to ask that there was a bin of games, and he wanted me to ask if they had this specific game, and I said if it's not in the bin, they don't have it. But he didn't believe me, so which was a big step for him, was go up to someone at the store and ask if they had it, but he would not look them in the face. He talked to them looking away from them. And then obviously they had a hard time understanding what he was saying because he wouldn't look at them. But I used to get in trouble during a test at school because if somebody moved a pencil or their finger or their foot, my head would turn towards the direction of the move. Yeah, exactly. At big time, like squirrel. Like you can't help it. You cannot help it. And that's the thing. A lot of people think you can help it, but you can't. I know. Yeah, I figured it out. I know. My nail polish coming off because I touched the other coat before it was fully dry. I hate that. Oh, goodness. Another thing, too, is like I'm normally better at keeping the flow going.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
now
another thing as well. I absolutely hate when you get in a sentence you're about to think to say and then you immediately forget it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Oh my
think
goodness,
about
I am
to say
so bad for
something and
that.
then it just goes away instantly. Like, oh, I'm about to.
Yeah, what?
Wait, what was I talking about? That kind of feeling.
Yeah, all the freaking time. And literally, like before I knew I had ADHD, my parents would send me to the store for like 3 things. 3 things. Not a lot. 3 things. I could only remember 2 things when I got there. So I started writing lists. Then I forget the list at home. Like, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you do what you can, but if meds are needed, don't deny yourself that if you truly believe it will increase your quality of your life. Just out of fear of what other people think.
Well, you know, with your cocktailing logo drink,
Mm-hmm.
the drink, you know, like what you normally have with that drink, that's green. What about make that inside of the drink green, like green wool? Or you just wanted the logo to be simple?
For the main logo, I just wanted it to be simple. Just something that I could put black or white or just all one color. But yeah, I just wanted it to be simple, nothing too crazy, something easy to spot, something people will know when they see That's Coco. Where they go? I don't know.
I'm
Tiger.
just, you know, like it's just an idea that popped in my head. Like every time I see it, I just think that should be green, like representing what the drink comes with, because it's like a green olive. Is that correct? Is it an
Well,
olive?
my drink is normally blue. My drinks are always blue. Unless,
just in, you know, like
I don't have that drink.
the logo, like the wool and the stick in it, that's normally like a drink with a olive in it. But if it was
I'm not a very
green
good
wool,
virtual
it still
puppy sitter,
counts
Nate.
like an olive.
Tiger Franklin, where you go? Where you go? Tiger Franklin,
Oh no!
puppy wuppies, where'd you go? I don't know where they are,
This
Nate.
cough, I'm trying to time right to pause, like mute myself when I cough.
They disappeared, Nate. I'm not a good virtual puppy sitter.
I really like this dude, but the one annoying thing is, it's like every time when I see him in my corner eye, it's like I'm looking at him like this. I go on my eye. And also, if I have anything in my vision there, it's almost like I got my vision here. Like something's holding there, so my vision here.
Yeah, you catch anything moving out the corner of your eye, you have to look. You cannot not look. Oh, they're hiding or pooping. Are you pooping? Are you guys pooping? Daddy says no. Daddy says no pooping. Rough chewing up your shoes and garbage and peeing in your bed. Oh my goodness. Franklin. Come here, puppies. Where's the puppies? They're probably looking for me on the other side of the camera.
Do you like the new colour of the wardrobe?
Yeah. It's very nice.
We're still picking ideas for the handles, so the handles are all off. That's why the doors are all open. We haven't got handles on them.
I would go with stainless hardware, but that's just me. I love
I
stainless.
was thinking like a copper colour tone handle kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, that would match very well the opposite wall. Copper. It's kind of copperish on your map. So yeah, that would go good. They're in the washer.
It's like got this one. So that one is green. That was like a pale pink. That's like
I would go with like the more orangey color that'll pop with the blue, because orange and blue go well together.
Yeah. Hold on, let me take my headphones.
Like the dark orangey tones.
That's my island there. If you can see that, that's England there.
Okay. They try to skip, they'll knock the phone over. Oh, it's a phone, not just a camera? Okay. I thought we were supposed to be watching laundry or something. I didn't know the dogs were there. That's hilarious. Spring. Once upon a time, there were 2 dogs there. Again, I'm very easily distracted. I don't know where they went.
Well,
Where the freaking frick? Exactly.
Well, if you got Alexa there, you know, you can set reminders.
Yeah.
With Alexa, you can set a reminder, you know, like you say, Alexa, remind me.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know.
Which is what I would do.
Says, okay, what do you want me to remind me of? Say what you want, and then you set it on the timer, or let it say exactly what you said.
Hi, Lorna. How you doing, Lorna, hon? Yeah, I used to set timers and stuff for my meds before I was in carpentry. But in carpentry, you don't hear your phone because it's so loud. So I need something to last throughout the workday. Good night, Nate.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Franklin, Tiger, where are you? Franklin, where are you? There's only like
one of them was in
a tiny little area they can be in. So it's curious to see what they get up to when I'm gone.
Yeah,
Tiger.
I think Franklin at one point jumped into the laundry basket.
Yeah, doggy biscuits.
But
they might have got into doggy biscuits.
There's nothing over there for them to do.
Imagine they teamed up, jumped on each other's backs, and got up on the counter and eating every biscuit.
Okay. Okay,
Where'd you go?
everybody, I'm gonna whistle. So block your ears, especially wearing earphones. Okay, here we go. A quiet-ish one. No. Okay, try one more time. Watch your ears. Watch your ears. Oh, I see ears. I see ears. They're in the laundry basket.
They're in the basket. Oh, they're in the
What?
basket.
What?
That's hilarious.
There
Ears
you
pop
are.
up.
Can see you.
They're hiding in plain sight.
In the laundry
Hi,
basket.
Tiger.
Tiger,
Try your
come on.
ears.
Tiger.
Takey. Everyone wants to see you. Tiger.
Okay, I want to see if my whistle make his ears pop up again. Everybody watch your ears. No, he only fell for
Show
that
them
one.
all.
Like, I looked out, nobody was there. They're probably looking through the holes.
Yeah. Lazy little buggers.
It's like, we don't have a bed big enough for two of us. Let's just get in here. This is cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad
Oh,
you're doing
yeah,
well. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Franklin likes to snuggle Tiger in situations like that, but when we're on the big bed, if Tiger tries to snuggle up to him, he growls and snarls and snaps at him and all that. It's like, no, this is my spot. It's like, but your best friend when you're alone. Oh, well, I'm headed to the post office.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a cool post office.
Like,
Yeah, that's
for
the center.
for
Yeah, I'll tell you my
example,
painting one time.
one-
Nice painting. That's
Well,
a
Coco,
painting that
for
one of the local
example, the
artists
thing
did
I'm
of
going
some
to do
backpackers.
with this wallpaper. For example, the thing I'm going to do with this wallpaper is going to be pins. So, for example, if someone was here on the map,
Yeah.
and then we're connected.
Make sure your pins don't fall into your
Yeah,
bed, though. That could be painful.
Oh, this is not going to be a bedroom. This is just left in here. This is an old bed with my sister's, and I'm using it until I get a bed.
Oh. Okay, because I thought
This is the only remaining old furniture. Yeah,
Okay.
like when whatever. Once actually, this is not. But the couch is
Okay.
a bed as well, so it's going to be also a
Okay, Teresa.
a spare bed.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Teresa is taking off to charge her phone. See you in a bit, sweetie. And Spring says, that's funny. I always ask Siri to set alarm even if it's only 10 minutes. Yeah, for real. Me too. Thanks for the warning as I got headphones. You're very
And also
welcome.
the friendship box. This will.
That is too cute. Brandon's got to join our band for any of my band members who are still here. We're not getting paid. Getting paid for what? For dog sitting? We found them, though. We found them. I'm sorry, guys. I need to tinkle again. You mind if I leave you alone there for a bit with Tiger and Franklin?
No problem.
All right. I'll be right back. No bad words while I'm gone. I'll be back.
Looks like they're still in there.
Hey guys, sorry about that. What did I miss while I was gone? Exiting. Tiptoe through the tulips.
What's with the scheduling live stream for 1 year saying on it?
I
What's your
remember Tiny
schedule
Tim.
1 year? What's the scheduled live stream for? What's that one about?
Oh, it's my podiversary. Today's my official podiversary, but we're gonna have the party on Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
so more people can attend because it'll be the weekend. I'm not old enough to remember Tiny Tim, but my parents played it often, so I remember.
I go as well now.
Do you know Tiny Tim, Brendan?
No, sorry.
No. Are his songs old enough that I won't get copyrighted for them? Never knew.
Well, you can give it a live stream gets copyright, and if not, if you're not bothered about copyright, just be careful the amount of copyrights you get.
Yeah. Did he have any other songs that like made it? So that's literally the only one I've ever heard of by him. Happy Pod. Not sure what that means. Happy Pod.
Non-copyright music by YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So guys, I'm probably going to get off in about 15 minutes because my long one's going to be on Saturday. I'm going to shoot for 12 hours on Saturday. He's dead for a lot of years. Okay. He's been gone for a while. Yeah. Doesn't mean that whoever owns his estate now didn't like. Then again, you have to re-release it as a different version to re-copyright it or whatever. It was called Child. I was a child and I remember seeing him. Even then, wondering what the like how that. My only explanation in my brain that that song became a hit is because it was so like what the, and you had to listen to it, like to re-comprehend it because it's the weirdest thing ever. Oh, so to everyone that's in the chat, have you all told me what you're up to? I can't remember who was here when I first asked, and secondly asked, and not.
Not much today, really.
Always
Just
spaced out.
watch YouTube until I fall asleep.
I think the only way to truly enjoy him is if you are tripping, because honestly, that was just so weird. Debbie's knitting. Awesome. Making a mess. Oh my god, Chris. This is easy puppy sitting. You only got 15 minutes left. Well, 13 minutes of puppy sitting left, Nate. I'm going to save my energy for Saturday.
Obviously, we're going to stay here until he's back when you finish the stream for YouTube. We could just stay here until he's back.
I'm ending after 4 hours. That's it. That's all.
I know. I mean, like ending, but like we can stay in the room while it's over on YouTube.
Oh no, I'm gonna try to clean up though after. Maybe another time I'll keep the backstage going. But take care, Debbie. Thanks for coming. See you Saturday. Oh,
I'm just checking up on my comments. My iPad. Nope. Nothing new.
So last call for anyone that wants to come on the panel. We got 12 minutes left.
Let's call.
As soon as we're off, I'm going to stuff my face with more donuts.
This cough is doing my head in.
I will, Debbie. You too, sweetie. Thanks for coming, hon. Debbie said, Coco and Brandon, have a great evening.
Oh, and also the other idea is to get some clocks to put above there.
Okay. Yeah,
Like
that would be
a row
awesome.
of
Like different
clocks.
time zones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Obviously, I can get if I get one to see if they all fit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if they're not going to be seen on YouTube, it's just like personally for me. You know, like for example, if I want to video call my friends off YouTube, and then I just say, like, which country they're in, look at them on the map, and look at the time.
Yeah. Well, if you have your camera
they're
aimed
in
like
bed.
that, it won't be on camera.
Like for example, oh, they're in London. Okay, they will be in. Because like, if I wanted an angle, it would be like there. Can you see what I mean? Because the desk frame is in the way.
Okay, and you can't move
And
the
it would be
camera
pointless
forward,
having it.
get out of there.
That is. Yeah, good point. Oh, someone monitor
I'll help them see if that gets them up.
that is
Okie dokie, Nate.
forward. Well, yeah, that kind of works.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Kind of works.
Yeah, see a little bit. There you go. Problem solved.
The only problem is I need a bit of blue tack or something underneath there.
Your dogs have 0 F's to give, Nate. They could care less about the phone ringing.
He's running home to
all.
them. He's running home to them.
Yeah. They're like, I know that's fake, Daddy. Franklin, Tiger. No, they're like, that's fake, Daddy. We're not getting up for that.
Franklin, Tiger.
Burr,
They want none of it.
burr,
They
burr,
want none
burr,
of it.
burr, burr.
I see an ear popped up through like the handle. But that's as interested as they are.
I don't even know if he can hear us. Can you hear us?
Troy says the dog didn't say anything when they
His
left.
camera's glitching out. It's gone black and white.
Oh yeah. He said the battery was gonna die soon, so the battery's probably dying. They didn't leave, Joy. They're just in the basket. They're snuggling in the laundry basket.
Maybe his phone battery has died and it's just frozen.
Maybe. Normally he pops out when.
Oh, he's left a voice message. Going.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. Lazy sods. They know you're fake daddy. They know when you're really there. Oh my goodness.
It'd be funny if he made it out as like beep bop beep, robot daddy here at your service.
Saw a movement but looks frozen. I don't know. Tiger! Franklin! I'm gonna whistle again, guys. Block your ears. Here it comes.
Do it right into the mic. Like this.
They're not frozen. I saw the ear move through the handle. Puppy wuppies. Give me the good puppies. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Are
They
you
don't care.
trying to
They're not coming.
say the W word to them?
What's that word? Getting to the
Walkies.
gym. Later, Nate. Oh, well, no. We don't want them to, like, release their bladder on, too early.
Imagine if they went like this instead of like waggling their tails, like thinking, really, 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 really. Oh,
It's Mama. Where's Mama? I forgot you say it differently. Where's Mama? It's Mama. They know. They know Carmen's voice. They're not falling for it. Where's Mama? I see movement. They're still in there.
does the mum? Is the mum's voice on YouTube videos?
I don't know.
Imagine
They're not
if you
couple of
play
my
on your
lives,
phone up to the microphone like that. Imagine if they get confused. Check to buy it or not.
Yeah.
Really?
They're not falling for fake daddy or fake mommy.
Or audio voices of them.
Franklin, Tiger. Where's Mama? Where's Mama? Where's Mama?
Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy?
No interest whatsoever.
As soon as you say where's Kaylin or where's Daddy,
Take a bag of treats.
Wilson
I don't got a bag of treats.
boots to the window looking out, sitting there for hours on end.
Oh,
Nothing.
I saw an ear. Hang on. I crinkled my chip bag again. Oh, I see movement. What's that, treats? Tiger's ear popped up, but they're not coming out.
Yeah, they might be twitching to the noise.
Yeah, they hear it.
The
but...
original, the original YouTube video, me at the zoo, the views are at 190 million views.
I don't think I've ever had over like 400 and something views on anything.
But don't forget, me at the zoo is the original upload, the very first upload on YouTube.
Okay. You know what? It's my podiversary. Let me quickly just go look and see what my very first video, how many views I got on my very first video. Hang on. My very first video ever has 159 views. So yeah, I've moved up in the world. More recently, I get about 400-ish. Oh, okay. On that note, guys, I'm going to bid you all adieu for tonight. And I shall see you all on Saturday for the party. I promise to be a little more like, oh, that's me. Brandon
On my
found me.
iPad. It's on my iPad.
That's an iPad?
Yeah.
It looks like a laptop the way you're holding it.
Hold on.
Okay. Okay, so one of those stick-on keyboards?
Yeah, it's called a Magic Keyboard.
Okay, cool. That's pretty
And
cool.
there's no attachments or anything like that. It's all into the
it's just
actual
notes.
device itself.
It's all
just
wireless.
magnet. It's magnet,
That's
and then
so
as soon as you
cool.
put it on, it's instantly connected, none things like that.
Okay, so
So-
kind of like a Bluetooth keyboard kind of?
No, it's no Bluetooth. It's hold on. I don't know if I can make it out. Can you see them three dots there?
Yes.
They are connecting pins for the back of it. Them three dots there. They are magnet attachments for it.
That's cool.
And then as soon as you put it on,
Pretty cool.
into the connects.
Okay. Yay! Carmen's off on Saturday too. Right. Party at Coco's on Saturday, noon Eastern. But I am planning for a 12-hour live, which is why I'm cutting this one short. So even if you can't be here at noon, then come whenever you can. Colleen wants to know where you got it. Brandon?
Christmas.
Christmas. So he doesn't know. They do nothing.
Santa.
Right.
That's one word for you. Santa.
All right, so take care, everybody. Thank you, Brandon, for coming up. Thank you to
No
Nate
problem.
for coming up earlier, and Nana Michelle for coming
And
up earlier
dogs.
also. And thank you to each and every one of you for being here. I appreciate and love all of you. Mwah! Love you all to death. And I will see you on Saturday at noon Eastern or afterwards. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.